You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast. What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast, home of unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. We're back together. Fuck, it's good to be back in this drizzly country of ours. I'm the brownest person, the brownest white guy in Australia right now.
Not even close.
I am probably the brownest
Not
white
even
guy
close.
Australia's ever seen.
Not even close.
I'm
whitest. Yeah.
I'm an Anzac Bicky.
It's sad how pale you are compared to your perception of yourself.
No, because it's not about. I'm the brownest white guy in the nation. That's fine. It's not about perception. There's perception,
still translucent,
there's
mate.
reality. No, it's a white shirt, dude, which just happens to be bouncing off the brown even more, which is nice. Just a nice shade.
Mate,
of blue.
I would have loved for you to be sitting next to me, brown as a button, because it would have made the jacket you got on pop more. But unfortunately, you just
No, dude, the jacket's popping. Dude, don't start talking negative about the jacket.
No, it's not about the jacket. It's about your skin.
Oh, the skin's fantastic, dude. Do you know it's like the second you get back into Australia, my fucking psoriasis came back. Anyway, not a
Why?
big deal. Just the fucking the lack of sun, I think, and the cold air.
Cold air. Yeah, got to be air based.
But then again, in fucking Vegas, it was
dry there. It wasn't
Yeah.
humid at all.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you need a bit of moisture in the air.
yeah,
mate.
dude, bit of moisture on the face. But
The
these
wetness.
jackets, dude. I mean, I was away when they arrived, and so it's just nice to be able to return. Obviously, the state in a bit of turmoil, but maybe that's the thing that the state needs jackets like these. And I'm just talking about the state of New South Wales here. This has got nothing to do with anything other than the state of New South Wales
But I mean,
and Queensland.
well, there's Queensland. Listen, there might be a Queensland jacket. There might be one. Denon might be wearing one on Thursday on the Bloke Podcast.
Well, he better be.
Well, he is. It's already been cleared.
Oh, has it been cleared?
It's been run up the flagpole.
Yep.
I've never really got what that means, but it has been, and I've got high level clearance that he will be in it on Thursday. Not the point. Point is, these are the greatest jackets ever made. There, I said it. I think that this is the best piece of merchandise you and I have ever done. Mm-hmm. Everyone that slips into this bad girl comes out a different person, a better person, a more complete person.
Yeah.
That's an objective truth.
It's an objective truth, and they're going to be very limited. But I just it's getting cold, and I put this on.
These are so good.
They are.
For coldness.
It ceases to be cold when you're wearing it, and it allows you to support your state in whatever way you feel like supporting your state. You might like that it's, the election time. You might be a big Mins guy.
You might be a big Mins guy. You might be a
I'm
big
not.
Beaches of New South Wales guy.
A big Verdant Valleys.
You might be a Verdant Valleys, green rolling Verdant Valleys in New South Wales. You might be that guy.
Yeah, you might be a Hamish Street, who is the fucking face of New South Wales.
You're correct. You might just like the golf courses in New South Wales.
The beaches of New South Wales.
The beaches in New South Wales. The
people of
green,
New
the
South
green
Wales.
Verdant Valleys of New South Wales. Maybe like the Blue Mountains. If you love the state of New South Wales or Queensland, then this is the jacket for you. I'll also say this, Tom, and I think worth pointing out. A lot of people come up to me and they say, Edward, why is it that bomber jackets are made so goddamn thin these days? Fucking thin as shit. You may as well be wearing a tiny little bloody...
A T-shirt, the front cut open.
Exactly. I mean, it's madness. I mean, you want a jacket in the winter time, Tom, to keep you warm. Mm-hmm. That's job numero one. That made no sense, but you know what I'm saying. And all these trendy fucking brands out here flogging these cheap little thin fucking bullshit jackets to save a quid. Shame on you, cunt.
Shame on them all.
We don't do that here at Hello Sports Studios. We go fucking fair dinkum, real McCoy, Ridgy Didge, baby.
If you like Queensland, we hate them, but just if you're watching YouTube, you'll be able to see.
If you listen,
look at the inside of that. You can tell that's warm. Look at the inside
look
of
at
that.
that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, if you fucking like the state of Queensland, then you'd love that. Big state on there. It's fucking, yeah, get it away from me. But you know what I'm saying?
How are you, mate? You good?
Oh, tip-top.
Fucking
Tip-top the one.
ready to go?
Yeah, I'm tip-top, mate. Had a great weekend. Feeling good. Feeling
Great
alive.
weekend, did you?
Yeah, fuck
I went to the Waratahs.
Yeah, I thought you were going. Fuck, that looks sad.
Dude, I didn't even know who won. I didn't watch it.
It looked fucking wet as shit.
I don't know what the fuck's going on at Allianz Stadium. It's also funny as well. Like my mates who I was with, we're all like, this is our fucking taxpayer dollars, which is like, I guess technically true, but I just wasn't thinking about that. I was like, this is just fucked drainage, and I don't know why it was so fucked. It was beach, pool, fucking whatever, use whatever body of water, dam, river. It was flooded to fuck.
Because I saw a few images.
Dude, flooded.
Couple of videos, not draining.
No, not at all.
I was of the opinion that modern stadiums in this country, in this nation, drained a drain.
Yeah. I was trying to play the advocate of the devil.
Because it wasn't that heavy.
Well, I was trying to work out whether this is from my understanding, obviously I've been sunning my penis and testicles on Fijian beaches, but that it hasn't stopped raining. We've been in a rain bender since the moment I left.
Yeah, but that shouldn't mean anything.
That's what I'm trying to work out, though, if I'm being devil's advocate. Is it just that this bitch is like flooding? It's like it's too much rain.
No, because, for example, if there's like flash flooding, then the gutters overflow. But if it's just consistent rain for 2 weeks, they still handle that heat, baby.
They just
You go outside, they get into their work. There's no problem.
Mouth open, just guzzling.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Storm water drains are working overtime. The flash flood will do the stormwater drain in. I'll admit that. And I think the storm water drain, the first to admit that. They go, I can't do a deluge.
Well, listen, if it's a deluge, I'm going to do my best. I'm not going to run away from a deluge. I'm still here.
Listen.
I'm facing up to a deluge.
Listen.
But know that I'm
trying to get my holes filled here.
I'm trying.
But sometimes it can be too much for even the storm water drain. That's not what we've seen in Sydney these past couple of weeks. It's been consistent. It's been heavy at times, Tom. It's been consistent. But if you've got drainage that drains a dream, I would expect it, much like the storm water drain, to guzzle that shit.
Well, like...
it's not good enough.
No, it's not good enough. Our taxpayer dollars.
Not good enough. It's as simple as that. I was around the corner, Paddington, on Saturday, having lunch with friend of the show, Chris Mushin.
Oh, shout out to Chris.
Shout out to him and his lovely wife, Izzy.
Yes.
Who took my wife, Ella, and I out for lunch. Say thanks for being MC. Which was
that's
a lovely,
nice.
which was a
That's
lovely touch.
That's very nice. I met her dad in Fiji.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Who approached you, apparently.
He came up to me and he's like, Eddie sung me a song.
I serenaded him. Yeah. An old Scottish...
We bumped into each other. Yeah, Old Lang Syne.
Yeah, but what would that be called?
Ditty.
An old Scottish ditty.
War song.
Yeah, Old Lang Syne.
Used to sing it at school.
For Old Lang Syne, my dear. Now, I don't recall it bucketing. I know it was drizzling, but it wasn't cats and dogs.
Nah, dude, it was
Cats and dogs?
It was heavy, consistent rain, like, for the entire fucking game and before or after. Like, where you are looking at the lights and it's just pissing down.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe I was safe and warm inside.
Well, you were
drinking Negronis.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, underground. Isn't Fred's underground?
Fred's isn't, but the bar is underground. Underneath it called Charlie Parker's. Great spot. Really just a moody spot. You just sit down there and fucking drink
They
piss.
fucking ripped me off, though, one night. Well,
that was the Paddington.
I was at the Paddington?
Yep.
Okay, I take that back, Fred's.
I have your stories. You don't even know your own stories.
Well, I don't know fucking Paddington. I'm not like a Paddington eatery guy. You know what I mean? I'm just like, and I was also wasted after the cricket. Like,
yeah. Well, that was a different spot, though. Okay, Same owner.
I apologise to Fred's, but the Paddington, I haven't forgotten.
Now.
Drainage.
Guzzling. Not good enough. But probably what the sport of rugby union deserves.
That's what I was going to say, because the Roosters played that no more than 13, 14, 15, 16 hours later.
And it was not a problem.
It was beautiful.
It's almost as if they go, let's shut the drainage off.
Shut them off, because we're actually trying to get them rugby out of here. Like,
yeah. As in, let's put on the shittest possible spectacle, if possible, to get this fucking sport out of here.
Edward, they should have been,
they could play over the road at the training field.
They could, but the only problem is there was, like, it wasn't a big crowd, but there was enough people sitting there in the driving rain watching, I think it ended up being the score, I can't remember, but like it was close at the end. But just sitting there getting absolutely pissed on. And I was just like, who are these people? Like, who are you? Reach out.
John Ingate.
He would not sit in the fucking rain.
You don't reckon?
No. None of that. Like,
for his club?
They're all members guys. They're all just members guys. John Ingate, As if he's sitting in the fucking stands getting rained to death, drowned. There's no fucking way in his bright pink sports coat.
How many people sit in the rain?
Bruh, like over 1,000 people in the rain.
That's good support.
It's shocking support in a good way, but like I was shocked. Sitting there going, who are you?
You're shocked by the support.
I was shocked by the support.
It's not shocking support.
No. Well, the support was shocking. It was shocking to me.
There was about 13,000 people there.
That's not a bad crowd.
See, I was like,
that's not a bad crowd.
That's not a bad crowd. In that weather,
That's a pretty good crowd.
In that weather.
Credit where credit's due. That's a good crowd.
In that weather, dude.
That's a good crowd.
Now, it was probably a lie because everyone lies about the crowd, but I mean, it was far more than I was expecting.
Well, you were right. You were there to eyeball it. 13,000 would be.
I think 13,000's not far off.
That's a third of the stadium.
Yeah, I'd say probably 10. Anyway, who gives a fuck? There were way too many people there for that weather. But respect to you. Like, I get it, but Jesus Christ, fucking Waratahs.
Did you rip and tear?
I did, and then I had to. Well, I ripped and teared a little bit. Mother's Day the next day, dude. I'm not gonna fucking make a fool of myself. But
no tomfoolery.
No, I then went and I murdered Indian Home Diner, and I couldn't I just
shit yourself.
No, I didn't shit myself. Indian Home Diner, high quality food.
Yeah, but you got weak guts.
That's a great point. That's a very good point. Listen, I didn't shit myself. Positive news for everyone, but I did feel like shit for the entire of yesterday, and I may have gone.
What did you eat? Do you recall?
Fucking the kebab, dude.
What did you get? Anything else? Did you get little papadums and stuff?
Nah, a couple of onion bhaji's. Yeah, they'll do it.
There's always a couple.
Yeah, listen,
there's always a little bit more than just what you say.
Well, no, I'm not like I only ate that, but the main dish. I'm not necessarily, if I go, what'd you eat at the thingo? And you're like, I had steak, but then we also got a side of this. And
that's what I'm asking.
You asked me about the sides. You asked me about the sides where I'd say, I got a side of onion bhajis. Now, did I get too many of them?
How many did you get?
3.
Are they big onion bhajis?
Nah,
but think you got 3? Or you
no, as
6?
in they're not big, they're dense. They're dense. A bhaji's dense, dude.
I haven't had a bhaji in moons.
They're fucking fantastic. I couldn't speak
Did you open with the bhaji or did you close with it?
I had a bhaji to open.
Yep.
While I waited for the kebab.
Yep.
I actually made a point of going,
give them to me extra.
Just give them to me now.
Yeah, I do the same thing if I'm maybe I'm in a chicken shop and I spy with my little eye a couple of devil wings winking at me.
Devil wings, yeah.
Couple of devil, yeah, they're winking at me. If devil wings start winking at you, you get them early. You have to.
You have to get them straight away.
Yeah.
Well, and all of a sudden you're somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah, and they will.
Yeah.
Devil wings are fucking.
Sluts.
They're slut dropping in there, dude.
That's all they're doing.
They're backing up on the glass, going, "Come get me." They're fucking sluts. No,
devil wings. The devil wings are huge sluts, and if you don't,
but you gotta teach them a what for.
Well, you've got to be slutty as well.
Yeah, well, you gotta suck on them.
Well, they're look, a slutty devil wing wants a slutty mouth. So
yeah, dude,
you gotta give it what
you gotta give it what it wants, but give it what it deserves.
Yeah, give it what it deserves.
You know,
and that's
slutty wet mouth. Salivating.
Yeah, dribbling on the glass, fucking waiting for it. I want that. Yeah. So, I mean, to finish what I assume you're saying is if you're in there to get, say, a chicken roll, chicken burger, you're going, give me those 3 sluts right there, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Much like the onion bhaji.
Yes, exactly right.
Yep.
And that's what I did. And to be honest...
But it sounds like the onion bhaji a bit of a tougher route.
Well, it is. Onion bhajis are a bit more robust, a bit more, how would I say this, frumpy. Yeah. You know, there's a bit more to an onion bhaji. Like, there's a lot of bone in a slutty devil wing, whereas this is all...
Yeah, it's dense.
It's all barge.
Yeah, it's...
So if you have one of them, maybe 1.5, maybe 2... before you get into your kebab, you do find yourself arriving back to your place of residence, sitting in the dark, just trying to get through it, which is where I found myself on Saturday night.
Yeah, you can get bested by a barge.
You have and will. But yeah, dude, that's me.
How was Fiji?
Fucking fantastic.
Don't need a fucking full breakdown.
I'm not about to give you one, buddy.
Thanks.
There's not much that really happened. I went there. I sat on a beach.
Did the
and
girls love it?
They fucking frothed it, dude.
That's
Learning
good.
to swim and shit.
Love that.
Then you get up from the beach, and then you go to the airport, and then you come back.
How long's the flight?
Fuck, it was a bit long. I think it's like 3.5 that way, 3-4 that way, and then 4.5, 5 on the way back. But we got delayed, so it felt like I was on the plane for like 6 years. Yeah, tough stuff. Fijians are the most wonderful people on earth. We were getting our bags, like, you know, you're getting your bags like checked for fucking, what are you bringing? Like when you're leaving, security check, whatever it is. In most countries, it's kind of a bit of an etch environment. Like you haven't got anything wrong, but you feel like you might have something wrong. They're checking.
Well,
your
if you
bag.
go to Bali, you're just thinking Chappelle the whole time.
But I'm like, or you get your bombs swabbed. They do all that sort of shit, and I'm like, listen, I haven't been near a bomb, but like maybe I have. Fiji, you're going through like, we got to open your bags. I'm like, fuck, all right. And as we're doing it, this chick just leans over the thingo where she's meant to be going through the bag and just picks up Zoe and just starts cuddling her and kissing her. And I'm like, are you going to even look at my bag? She's just like, nah, it's all good. You're fine. I'm like, you people are the best.
So if you want to transit things, just take a kid.
Take a sweet, cute little kid.
Take a sweet, cute little kid like Zoe.
Yeah, and then load up your fucking bags with shit.
Yeah, just kilos and kilos.
Kilos and kilos.
Kilos and kilos and kilos and kilos. And kilos and kilos.
And just have a cute little kid with you and you're fine.
Oh.
That's for Fiji specifically. Well, whatever.
Well,
just
we
kilos.
just kilos.
Just kilos.
Just kilos and kilos.
Anyway, but happy to be back. But yeah, love Fiji. I'll definitely be going again, mate.
Good.
Well, mate,
Good
you
for
should be, once you have a fucking child, then that's
sure.
where you have to go.
Yeah, no,
It's so easy.
I'm more than aware. I've been told many times.
Have to.
And I'm sure I will find myself there.
Well, okay. I don't know. You're a bit more of like a bougie boy. You were like, oh no, we're gonna go to fucking, somewhere like.
I'm sure you.
Hectic. And you'll be like, what you'll realise.
What do you mean? Fiji's bougie? You can make Fiji bougie.
Fiji is bougie, but what I mean is you'll like try and take him to like fucking.
I will not be
Milan or
taking
some shit.
young children to fucking
You'll be
Mexico.
like, I'm taking
for
him to.
example.
Yeah, exactly.
My mate did that. He was like, it was
No,
fucked.
That's the thing. You need
It's too far.
But it's too far.
It's 14 hours to LA, then another 5.
Psycho.
So what's that? 19.
Mate, you need to be like.
That's too far.
You just need something. And it was just usually something nice, chill, fucking do nothing. That's why, like, you come back from a holiday and everyone's like, what'd you do? I'm like, I did nothing.
Yeah,
That's
mate,
what you need.
Yeah,
you need
I like
a holiday where you do absolutely fuck all.
That's what I like to do on holidays. I lay horizontally. We all know that. It's on the public record.
It is. Punters and dribblers, we are brought to you by Neds, the best betting platform in town. Tell you what, if you've been following along on my profile, because obviously I've been overseas, so I've just been whacking up me bets for about even on the Neds profiles app. You'd see some. I seem to bet better when I'm not around people, and I'm just able to eyeball the talent on game day, see what's happening. It's when I'm able to be as gifted as I think I am.
So basically what you're saying is it's a lot harder to bet almost a week in advance.
That is what I'm saying, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, for example...
You could say it's also 24 hours before a game though, right?
No, because if you're putting your bets in on Wednesday morning and there's a game Sunday night...
There's also a game on Thursday.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that one. Right. I'm talking about the other games where maybe, Nathan Cleary doesn't play or Hines doesn't play. Well, Nathan Cleary did play, but Hines doesn't play. You get caught out.
You do get caught out.
You know?
You do.
You get caught out.
If you're following on my prof, is what I'm saying is daddy. They are calling me daddy value. And I didn't come up with that either. It's embarrassing.
How many bets you get on the weekend?
2.
I got 3.
Well, but you're not a dad, so they can't call you daddy value.
Dad of a dog.
Well, they could call you doggy style value. Doggy value. I don't know. It doesn't really have the same ring to it as daddy value.
You're being pedest.
Well, it's not pedest. You aren't a father.
I'm father of a dog.
No, you're not a
And
father
Tonka.
of a dog. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Shout out to Neds. We love you.
Shout out to Neds. You can follow our profiles on Neds. You can also join the About Even group where everyone's sharing their bets in there and shit. I actually followed one of Goers yesterday, which was a Joey Manu away.
Yeah, it didn't get up.
No, it didn't.
He was very lucky that his unit scooper got up.
See, I've got a bone of contention next. If that was me, there's no way I'm getting given those 9 units.
No, but he's got it on, and the bet stands.
Yes.
So it's live. The bet's live.
Well, I'm just saying I don't know that I would be afforded. This is what Tobler and I were discussing anyway in the green room. I know this is still a live read. This is a bone of contention. I don't think that I would be afforded the same graces where apparently I'm not getting.
So you think the bet's void altogether?
Well, I'm saying you have been robbing me of units, even though all my bets were going up last week.
No, we robbed you of 2 bets. 2.
Right.
You didn't put one up for the Titans game or whatever it was, and you didn't do a unit scooper. That was all you robbed
But
for.
I did the bets.
No, you didn't. You didn't put them up. They weren't on your profile. They weren't
on
there.
my profile?
No.
Well, I'll show you.
There was one game where there was no profile bet. There wasn't. I went through it last week. You didn't do 2 bets, and you lost fucking 2 units, and that's it.
Tobler told me all my bets are void because they're not online.
One of them.
Okay, so
Tobler doesn't even listen.
You're right. So that's the problem. That's the problem. We've now uncovered that.
You didn't do a unit scooper last week. That was void, so you lost a unit. Yep. And then there was one other bet out of 8.
Okay, well, so Tobler's lying then.
Yes.
Tobler's lying to you and I.
Correct.
Well, he's lying on your behalf.
Shocking. Thanks, Neds.
Cheers, Neds. Fuck you, Tobler. You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. This Friday, Eddie, starts the greatest weekend in rugby league, and that is Magic Round. It is upon us once more. The festival of rugby league in Queensland, the arsehole of the nation. Magic Round this Friday, we're going to be there. And there's a few things we're going to be.
Punters and dribblers, get your notepads out.
No one's busier than us this Magic Round. No
Get
one's
your diaries
fucking working harder. Get your diaries out.
Get them out.
Friday, 2 live shows. First one, it's already sold out. Tough titties. It's fucking us. It's Guru and the great and powerful Jarrell Yaya. That's where we're going to be. You've already got tickets. You already know that starts at 4 on Friday, 4 p.m. That's at
Lefty's Music Hall.
Lefty's Music Hall, little matinee. Is that what you call it? I don't know.
You do. Matinee.
Then we roll into Manly v. the Broncos, where Manly win, and we are doing a live stream, thanks to our good friends at KO, with the one and only Denning Kemp.
That's right. That's at the Caxton Brewing Co.
Yep.
That starts at 7 p.m, punters and dribblers. We'll be there at 7 p.m.
We're not on from 7.
We'll be on at 7:55 or 7 or 8 o'clock, but we'll be there in earnest.
Yep.
At 7 p.m.
Free entry, but it's a first in best dress. The thing filled up fucking quick last year. I assume this year will be even quicker.
So come have a couple of schooners and
watch the footy. Now, if you can't be there, you can watch it on KO. It was the fucking biggest stream of their entire history.
So if you're not going to Magic Round and you're not doing anything Friday night, then if you're not watching us, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
Because we'll be getting heckled, we'll be heckling, we'll be giving it to Dan, and Dan will be giving it to us, and hopefully Manly get a famous win, although history would suggest there's a good chance we get pumped.
It doesn't. But that's Friday. Then Saturday, Eddie, what are we doing?
We will also be at Milton McDonald's, which is right next to Suncorp Stadium, right there in the thick of the action.
Dun, 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 dun.
We will be doing a podcast, a live show with the great and the powerful James Graham and dear friend of the show, a brother, Justin Horro.
Yep.
12:45 p.m. Milton Macca's. That's when it kicks off. You can get there a little earlier, and I suggest you do so if you want to get a fucking quarter pounder and nestle up and get yourself a nice spot. 12:45 on the Saturday. On Sunday, it'll be a little earlier, 11:30 a.m. with good friend Cooper Johns.
Yep.
So live
Same
show,
Macca's?
live podcast, both at Milton Macca's. We're going to be doing it live. So what do you want to call that?
So 4 live shows?
You can call that 4 live shows.
So if you didn't make it to fucking the 2 on Friday night, or if you just want to double, triple up on your good
because
times.
it's got to be different yarns.
Well, of course
with different cats.
Well, it's also post Manly's win against the Broncos on Saturday, and then it's post the Saturday games on the Sunday.
Correct. You've nailed it.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that you come down, say g'day. We'll be taking photos, shooting the shit with the punter and the dribbler.
Maybe have some merch. I don't know. We might be able to get some hats or some shit there.
Yes. I think we have some hats, don't we?
I think we got some hats.
Have we got some hats over there?
We got some hats. First in best dress for those.
Have we got hats over there?
Yeah, we got some hats.
How many hats we got?
A couple.
Couple of hats? Okay. Couple of hats. So Milton Macca's, 12:45 start on the Saturday, 11:30 start on the Sunday. Obviously, I'd suggest you get there a little earlier.
It'll be on the Instagrams. It'll be pinned. It'll be a pinned post. So if you're wondering, wait, what the fuck was it? When were they? You'll be able to see it.
So full house this Friday and Saturday and Sunday. We work hard for the punter and the dribbler, and we will see you up there for a fucking almighty rip and tear.
Fucking oath.
Bit happening in the world of sport though, Tom.
Fuck me, dude.
I mean,
fuck me.
A lot happened.
Fuck.
To the point where I don't even really know where to start.
So much happened that I don't even really know what happened. I'll start here, Edward, because the last night I spent in Fiji.
Are we starting Thursday night? We starting chronologically?
We don't have to, mate. I just know that was my last night was ruined.
May as well start chronologically.
My last night in Fiji was ruined.
I was having such a nice night on Thursday night too.
Bro, I was having the best night. The girls were in bed. My wife was in bed. I was on the balcony of the hotel. I maybe, and I'm not encouraging this, punters and dribbles, but I may have had a couple of cigs, and I ordered room service beers, and I sat out on the balcony pumping darts and drinking Fiji bitters and watching Manly v the Fish.
See, I dipped back into our Thursday night tradition, which is chicken and leg pies and Guinness. Having a wonderful time. It's raining. I'm at the Dudley.
Yeah.
I mean, what a setting.
Yeah.
What a setting. Old English,
drizzly. Yeah.
fucking bell ringers and shit.
Nice warm jumper. You're cozy, dude.
I was so cozy,
It's a
dude.
cozy Thursday
and I'm
night.
fucking drinking pints of Guinness and loving it.
Yeah.
Having a fucking chicken and leg, dude. You know I like my chicken and legs.
Who doesn't like chicken and fucking leg? Now, Eddie, I'll tell you what the reality is, though. When Manly goes 16-4 up.
You know what I thought?
You know what I thought?
You know what I thought,
Do you know what I thought?
Well, I've got PTSD now.
I knew what I thought, and I thought what I knew.
No, I knew what was going to happen.
I knew it was going to happen.
I knew it was going to... No, I knew.
I knew when fucking the Fish ran out to Timmy Trumpet playing that we were in some huge curry.
When we got up to that lead in the 26th minute, I knew.
I knew.
I go, up.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. We're going to lose. I didn't realise how fucked we'd be.
No, because obviously a few other things happened that fucked us completely. One of them being obviously Jason Saab, AC joint, very early. I may have had him for 2 tries. That isn't the point. I hope you're all right, brother. But certainly part of the point.
Can you get up our record without T. Trebojevic?
Oh, that's right. Fucking Tommy's injured.
Can you
again.
please get that up to Tobler?
And that's again, I feel bad for poor old Tommy. People are trying to say he did the hammy when he hit the cameraman. He's holding the hammy in the air. He does it in like his last step.
That's not how you do hammies.
Hitting a cameraman.
No.
No. I know.
It's not how you do.
People are like cameraman.
It's not how you do hammies.
You don't fucking. It's not a trauma.
It's not how you do
It's
hammies.
like blunt force.
It's not how you do hammies. We're talking soft tissue here. We're talking soft tissue.
He's fucking done it as he's planted his foot. The poor cunt.
He's 3 and 3, 3 left, 3 right, and that. Have you seen that photo of him in the sheds? He just looks so over it.
Dude, I bet he is. It's just like, what the fuck do you do? Now, the only thing I can think of, you've donated one before. That may have been the one that just went. I'm not here to knock your hamstrings, but
no, he had left issues. I gave him my left, and left sweet, and that's how it's right. It's a right issue now.
Now, I'm prepared to do mine. My hammies have always held up pretty well over the years, but is there a way that we can fuse hamstrings? Do we put a couple of ours together like a really strong motherfucker?
We're gonna have to do something.
We've got to splice it together or something.
We could splice. I'm not au fait with hamstring splicing technology and where it's at. Tom?
Can we just get a Google, obviously in the background, Tobler? Make sure you have this on your CV. Strongest hamstrings in the animal kingdom. I'd just like to know what that is, because that might be something to think about.
Have we? I feel like we've Googled something like that before.
Would it shock you if we have?
No. No, it wouldn't.
Can I tell you a little story about a fucking rugby league footballer by the name of Trey Fuller?
You can do that. Fullback.
How about that cunt?
He is
a rugby league handful.
Bit of nip.
Plenty of nip.
Bit of nip.
He is, and a shout out to friend of the show, Brendan Cow, Trey Bien, was what he was calling him. But the nip that Trey Fuller, and also to spell it Trai, like there's
how else would you spell it?
Trey, I believe, is how the conventional. I believe that's what Bracey was. Trey Palmer in Home and Away.
Was there also a Trey? Was the OC? Was
Yes.
Ryan's brother named Trey?
He was called Trey.
Yeah, he was from the wrong side of the track.
Well, Ryan was from the wrong side of the track, so obviously his brother was. Ryan just lucky enough to get picked up by Sandy Cohen.
That's right.
As a delinquent teen riding a push bike through Southern California.
That's right. And he was in trouble with the law, is that?
Oh, he was always in trouble with the law.
Does Sandy bail him out because he does that pro bono stuff?
Sandy does pro bono work. He picks up a young Ryan, whatever his name was.
Salvage.
Ryan Savage, and basically brings him back to Orange County.
That's right. And
to live
shows
in
him
the pool house and
that's right.
fuck hot chicks in his class.
That's right. That's right. Now, unlike that Trey's brother Ryan,
right, yeah.
this is Trey Fuller, Trai.
Yeah.
And this kid,
not to also be mistaken with like an oven tray, which is Tray.
That's right. It's not spelt that way. It's an I instead of a Y. Important to remember, because if your name was Tray Trey, you'd have no nib.
Also,
you'd be flat.
No, you're flat. Yeah, exactly. Also,
you're flat as a tack.
I think this speaks to a rugby league truth that is oft looked over. That, you know, you could be forgiven for thinking that, well, it seems like they've removed a Y from a rugby league name, and that's a problem because obviously Ys equal rugby league ability. But if you replace if there's a Y in a name if there's a name where there should be a Y and it's replaced with an I, then that also.
The same is true both ways.
The same is true both ways. If there's meant to be a Y and you use an I, or if there's meant to be an I and you use a Y.
If there's meant to be an I, use a Y. If there's meant to be a Y, use an I. That's the rugby league way. That's how you do it.
That's how you fucking.
That's how you spell.
That's how you name your kids.
That's
right?
rugby league spelling 101.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That chip kick he did over Tommy Turbo to score, like, that was nip into nous. You know what I mean? That was like he showed nip to get there, and then he shows a little bit of chip nous over Tommy Turbo.
Nip into nous is tough.
Fucking hell, dude.
Hard to defend.
It's impossible to defend.
It's impossible to defend. So 30 plays 24. We lose Saab to an AC injury. I don't know how long that is.
That's a couple of weeks, I believe.
Turbo out for 7. Yep. I think 7 you could probably turn 7 into a 10.
Yeah, I'd say.
Given his history, I would also be looking at maybe turning a 7 into a 14.
I'd also like
and
to...
if we're
what's like a lot... Do you... Who the fuck did we pay $100,000 to last year? Or was that for the other hammy?
No, that was for this one.
Right, so last year's hammy...
I think he went left, and now he's gone right.
Okay.
As far as I know. Don't shit down my throat, Masood style, if that's incorrect. He did go over and work with Knowlesy.
Is that who it is? Knowlesy in the US?
Knowlesy in the US.
Do we get some fucking money back from Knowlesy?
Can I say something about Knowlesy? I could be wrong here. But is there a chance that Knowlesy's got a bit of the acupuncture about him?
Bit of the snake oil salesman.
Bit of the snake oil about him?
I mean, like, fucking... Pappenhausen's been injured like 20 times since
bit of the chiropractic about him? Like, oh, your joints made a noise. It's working.
Let me crack your neck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, though? Like,
that's
Pappenhausen...
just air coming out of the joint.
Pappenhausen, fucking 12 injuries after he went and saw Knowlesy. Tommy... He did his shoulder. Now, obviously, they're not related.
Latrell went and saw him.
Listen,
I don't know if he's had
injured,
hammy
but
injuries.
He's been suspended a lot. I don't know. How, it's not nothing.
But, you've only got to look over out to the foot of the mountains with Nathan Cleary, who we'll get to, who's fucking...
Fuck me, I forgot about that.
But the hammy injuries are fucked, mate. And they seem almost impossible to get rid of. I don't know if being out for longer is better or if you try to just get some work into the
well, I think you need to recover the injury. And then you've
but
got
do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
you've got to get some Ks into it or some shit.
That's what I mean. Like, is it because if it says 7-week recovery to go, I'll take 14 because it'll be way safer, and then just try to, but then you don't get Ks into it. It's a shit show.
Find the video as well.
Absolute shit show.
Actually, did you find strongest hamstrings in the animal kingdom?
Yeah, so a rabbit is an example of one. It's a lot of animals that can leap really high. So like rabbits, frogs.
Roos? Surely a kangaroo's got a
kangaroo
fucking
hamstring
about it.
You'd have to think so.
Their leaping ability. Mountain goats.
Mountain goats.
All right. Don't
Interesting.
mind that. The
And so Manly's record since 2019 with Turbo has been winning 63% of games. Without, it's 34.
Yeah, you know why I'm not. There's a part of me that is not worried.
How many games do we win with him?
63%.
And without, it's 34.
Yeah.
So Stubby Cola goes back there.
That's the thing. And now at the end of last year when Tommy was injured.
And then what, B. Parker back? Play a role?
No, dude. They might put Talau in the
but Saab's out, so...
Yeah, they'll probably do like a Raymond Vega and fucking Jackson Polo.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
I just want to see Brad Parker back.
I want to
that's all.
see Brad Parker back as well, to be honest with everyone. But what the fuck was I just saying?
Cooler at fullback.
Oh yeah, when he went out like a week or at the end of last year, Tommy and or maybe it was even Ruben, but he was back there. Like he's so fast.
He's got nip too.
He's got nip and pace, genuine pace, to quote Mark Tubby Taylor.
Out and out pace.
Out and out pace.
If you've got out and out pace, you're in a different league altogether.
Yeah, so I'm at least just going to be interested to see how Stubby Coolacanacola goes, like an extended crack at it back there. And also, for the first time in a while, I feel like we've got a bit more strike across the park, Edward.
Yeah, we definitely run deeper than we have.
But even like our forwards are better. But listen, we're also you want to talk about lead blowers, like we blow fucking leads.
We can listen. It's not the end of the rugby league world that Turbo's out. We're not
like
going
it once was.
Like it once was. I don't expect that we're going to fall into a pathetic heap and just lose.
Like the Rabbitohs.
But there is an element in our game, Tom, that we need to get rid of. And let me just read out what that is. Just give me one moment, punters and the dribblers, because I need to get some facts up here. So points against, Tom, this is what I want to draw your rugby league eye to.
Mm-hmm.
Points against, 230, right? So that puts us last in the top 8, even though we're 8th, so that would make sense. Worse than the Bulldogs, worse than the Knights, worse than the Warriors, worse than the Tigers. So we're basically like 14th, 13th in terms of points against, which is fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
Absolutely pathetic. Like, in and around most clubs, the Dogs 155, Knights 185. Like, the Warriors are coming 14th. They've had 203. Tigers 15th, 202. Worse than all those clubs.
Yeah, right.
Our defence has been fucking disgusting. It's been rank.
And everyone always says, like, defence is attitude.
Well, it's attitudinal.
Attitudinal. We don't know who our defensive coach is. No one does.
We've tried looking it up.
We've tried, and we have no fucking idea. Our defence stinks. I don't want to sit here, because this isn't a Manly bashing time. I still think that we're looking very good this year. I'm not prepared to...
well, we're still in the 8.
We're still in the 8.
Still entrenched.
Stubby Coolacanacola, he's going to go back there, and we're all good.
It's been a tough couple of weeks.
Yeah, it has. And we can't defend, and that sucks. And I would like
And we love blowing leads.
And I would like to just maybe get down there with the boys and just take them through a couple of defensive, some Hello Sport defensive systems and processes.
Well, it's all attitudinal.
Attitudinal. Try tackling the cunt. Have you tried that?
Why don't you get down low and drive with your shoulder?
Yeah. Have you tried fucking getting shoulder on body and tackling the cunt?
They can't run without legs.
Yep.
Bootlaces sort of stuff.
Hit and stick.
Is it that hard?
Wrap him up. Wrap him up.
Wrap him up, Buttercup.
Hey, pretend it's fucking Christmas or a birthday and wrap him up.
Play as if your life depended on it.
Yeah. Think about your role.
Why don't you just shut the fuck up, okay, sit down and think about your role?
You ever thought about that?
Defensively.
Have you thought about thinking about your role? It doesn't seem like it.
No, it doesn't seem like it. What did I just say? 230 points against, below the Tigers, below the Dogs, below the Warriors.
Think about your role.
That's not enough men thinking about their role.
No one's thinking about their role. Or they're thinking about different types of roles.
Well, exactly. Bread rolls, cinnamon rolls,
fucking jelly
jam rolls. Those rolls with pink stuff on the top of them.
Finger buns.
Vietnamese
pork rolls.
Yeah. I mean, wrong sort of rolls, boys. Wrong
Judo
sort of
rolls.
That's right. Summer rolls.
I'd be thinking about those. They used to sell them in the canteen, mate. Summer rolls are fucking legit. Don't you talk fucking ill of the summer roll.
Cheese and bacon roll.
Cheese and bacon roll.
Shout out to Baker's Delight. Best in class.
Yeah.
Now... something's gone wrong. The message, the communication from the top down to the boys, something's getting in the way there because the attitude's all wrong, and I wouldn't expect that they're being coached to go out there and play like shit defensively.
No. Well, it'd shock me if Siebes was doing that.
Boy, just go out there and miss tackles and play like shit defensively.
Is there any correlation between the club distancing themselves from us and defence going down?
It will come as no surprise to the pun on the dribbler, given, and we've talked about this quite often, that we have been brushed well and truly by the club, have nothing to do with it anymore. That's fine. But we have been moved to the side. That correlates precisely with a drop in attitude.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Attack's great, but we've never been attacking. Like, we're not attacking.
We were brought in originally to bolster the defences, Tom, because we have the right attitude. And as you've heard earlier, with how we'd change things, hit and stick, can't run without legs, etc.
Wrap them up.
Like, we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing. It's disappointing.
Yeah, it is.
And I would just like to say a shout out to a friend of the show, Tom Drabojevic.
Yes.
We just want to wish him all the best.
Want to wish you all the best. We love you.
We do. We love you. We do. We love you. We do. Oh, Tommy, we love you.
Tommy. And we will be working with the best doctors on the planet to get you some sort of a rabbit, mountain goat, hello sport hybrid hamstring.
I'll stitch it together myself. I'll learn.
We'll learn. We'll fucking get on YouTube.
We'll put it this way. I did sewing in year 7.
Yep.
And I made a pair of boxes.
I sewed a cushion cover.
So I've stitched before.
And my mum taught me how to sew buttons on shirts.
I've stitched before. Bit of a needle.
Couple of stitches over here, mate.
Couple of needlemen over here, bruh.
What do they call people who sew?
Seamstress.
We're a couple of seamstress over here, right? Seamstry.
Why? Why seamstress?
Because seamstresses seems like it's the plural.
Oh, she's a seamstress.
But we're seamstress or are we seamstry? Couple of seamstry.
Seamstress sounds better.
It sounds more official.
It does. The official seamstress of the Manly Seagulls.
Yep.
Of Tom Drabojevic hamstring. May as well go from here to other
injuries. And to the toilet quickly. There's a larger conversation to be had, Edward, about injuries in rugby league and specifically the greatest state of them all, New South Wales.
New South Wales.
There's some fucking injuries. Obviously, Tommy, he's out of Origin. Cleary, Nathan, he's done a hamstring. He's out of Origin.
Cam Murray's out of Origin.
Mitchell Moses is injured and maybe back a week
He's supposed to be back this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yes. According to the conversation I had with one Hamish Street of Can't Be Trusted fame.
Calls him Marge and calls fucking Dean Matheson.
But he can get the boys up. He's a man motivator.
Well, it's
Hamish
Ryan
Street.
in Parramatta's context. I'm thinking.
So you listen. You take some here and you give some away over there. But Tobler, who is Dior, can look this up and just confirm whether or not Nathan Cleary is supposed to be back.
You mean Mitchell Moses?
Mitchell Moses is supposed to be back this weekend, which would give him, Tom, 2 rugby league games, 2 rugby league fixtures, in which to prove his worth to Madge Maguire, or Marge Maguire. Now, Hines rested on the weekend calf strain.
It was just calf tightness.
Of
awareness in the calf.
But you just think to yourself, big game against the Storm. That's not a great sign.
No, but I guess you could say the Sharks are in a pretty good position. Are they top of the ladder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in a pretty good position, right? Like, do you want to risk
They've only lost one game, I think.
Do you want to risk? And it was against the Tigers. They got fucked in the ass. Mm-hmm. But you could. Do you want to risk a Nico Hines for a game where if he fucks it, then he's like Nathan Cleary has been having hammy issues. They bring him back seemingly too early, and now he's out for 8 weeks. I didn't mind. And then look, the Sharkies end up winning the game, but I'm not too concerned about them resting Nico. But although it's a bit doom and gloom, a little bit doom and gloom, it's also there's still, let's say Mitchy Moses comes back, Nico Hines, Jerome Luai's around, Luke Keary out of the box. There's no one, people are saying Luke Brooks and shit. I'm just stay away from Luke. Luke doesn't need that.
No.
But there's halves around. And sometimes in Origin, Eddie, when your back's against the wall, a la Queensland's worst team of all time, shout out to Dean Ritchie for saying that, and then they come back and they win the series. Sometimes that's when greatness happens.
Well, that's right. But you've got to pick a team for the dogs if you're going to do that.
Yes.
So you'd have to leave the superstar at the door and go dogs, all dogs.
Yeah, all dogs.
Now, I was talking about this with Denon last week. Marge, is taking the boys up to the Blue Mountains this year.
Yeah.
No more Coogee. No more fucking around down there.
No.
We're going to go up and toil.
Fucking
in that
we are.
mountain air.
Yeah. And like nature.
But if you're going to toil and you're going to be in an area where is known for toilers,
you need mountaineers.
But you need cunts that are going to roll up the sleeves, Tom, the metaphorical sleeves and the literal sleeves and the physical sleeves.
Yep.
And fucking go, yeah, I'm prepared to mountaineer.
And bite down on the mouth guard, both literal, physical, and literal.
Then you're going to need to pick a team full of dogs, which is why
yeah.
Cameron McInnes getting thrown around, cunts like that.
I don't mind Cam McInnes. Old Boots McInnes. Like,
Boots, tough as old Boots McInnes.
No, Boots is a man for the state, dude.
Could you imagine him up there with the mountain folk?
Mate, are you kidding me? He is mountain
He
folk.
just put a railway sleeper over his shoulder and
Carry
he's
it
get
up.
to work.
Yeah. He's Boots McInnes is basically a black and white photo guy living in color in the coloured world.
That's exactly right. So we need blokes that are prepared to go and do a job for the state.
Well, Boots is a guy. Boots
is a guy. Matty Burton is a guy.
I don't mind Birdo.
He's a toiler.
But you think as well, like Trell, I don't think Trell gets picked.
No, I don't think so.
But he is playing again, but I don't know. Listen, if he just turns his form around out of fucking sight, maybe. But like,
I don't think so. I think
Teddy's still at fullback.
I don't think so. I think they'll pick Edwards.
You reckon they'll pick Edwards and drop Teddy?
I think they'll drop him. Heard it here first. That's my prediction.
Yes.
That's an Edward Simpson prediction. Dylan Edwards, safe as houses, Tom.
Well, he's dog.
You want to talk dogs? You want to talk fucking railway sleeper over the shoulder, go up into the mountains and fucking do a job for the state?
Yeah.
Dylan Edwards.
Listen, dude.
He's blue collar.
He's as blue collar as it gets, dude. And you need
He's hard yakka.
Blue collars in the blue mountains.
You know, like, and Teddy, I love what you've done for the state. You've won shields. You've captained magnificently. Credit to you, but you're too slippery. We need blokes who are going to stay on their feet.
How did he play for the Roosters yesterday? I mean, I was sort of like...
Tell you who played well, again?
Of course.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Angus Crichton, he's fucking, give me a railway sleeper.
People are saying hottest guy of all time, fucking Connor Watson, 14 for the state.
Look, I don't mind
Kill him with hotness.
Kill him with hotness.
Reece Walsh killed us last year with hotness.
Yeah, he did. I just think potentially Boots might be your 14.
Well, they're talking about starting Boots.
Where? At 9?
Starting Boots McInnes at 9.
And then what? Putting Appy on the bench and Boots at 9?
Well, Appy with a bit of fucking gusto.
Wouldn't Appy be
nip late.
Is Appy your 14 then? Or is Appy your 9 and you bring a 14?
Listen, they could, because Connor Watson can play all over the park. Maybe he's like a 15.
Yeah.
Put him in the back row, do a job for the state. Because Jake Trbojevic can play 80 minutes up the front if you need to. Helps with the rotation. Also, no Tino for Queensland. They're a bit smaller this year. Tom, a bit smaller. We get X's and O's, not the point. We want dogs for the state. Because Madge Maguire, that's his fucking MO. Work hard and grind, baby, grind.
Well, we all remember the story that fucking Ben Teo told us about
Exactly. And if you don't think that's going to be happening up in the mountains, deep in some fucking ravine up there, mate.
Yeah. Shout out to Jackson Topine, who probably not huge on preseason camps.
Like, there's not going to be any space, any place for weakness in this New South Wales side.
Did Cody Totes, who's on the 1s and 2s today, did you say Bradman Best's injured?
Yeah, NRL Physio this morning reported that he's in doubt for this week. With it was him, Frizzell, and Gagai, all with niggling, hamstring, and or calf
Gagai
injuries.
means nothing to me, and I mean that with the utmost respect. Nothing to me. Frizzell, yep, he's got a bit of boots about him, but if you're going,
well, you got Liam Martin boots and AC boots.
Jake Trbojevic boots.
Like, that's pretty easy.
And boots is boots.
Boots is boots.
Boots is the fucking all.
And then I think what you do. This is honestly what I think you do. You also need cunt. And you need someone who's intimidating.
So Hamole's intimidating, not cunt.
But he's got mongrel in him.
No, he's got mongrel in him, but he's probably not cunt.
No, not in the classic term.
No, not in the Watmo sense.
No. No. So, but you need someone that's going to come on and scare. You need to see a bit of poo coming down the leg of the Queenslander.
Yep.
Bit of poo coming out the short, Tom.
Yep.
That's what Hamole does. Imagine him coming on 60 minutes, so
He's a
20
poo
to play. And then you start seeing shit coming out of
Well,
the
I think
pants
you're
of
bringing
the
him on.
Queenslander.
You're bringing him on in the first half as well. I wouldn't want to bring him on just in the 60th minute. I feel like that's a waste of a poo pick.
10 in the last.
You bring him on a bit in the first half.
10 in the 20, get him a half an hour.
After they're a bit tired.
Yeah. Listen, that's up for Madge as to how he wants to play Hamole, an ace in the deck, so to speak. But
who's your cunt? Because I'd say that Liam Martin's got a bit of cunt.
Liam Martin's got cunt in him. He's got heaps of cunt in him. There's enough cunt out there.
Hudson Young.
No.
Does Huddy get picked?
No, I don't think so.
Who had the bye on the weekend? Was it the Raiders?
Yeah, the
Dogs
Raiders.
play.
Dogs had
Storm?
Dogs played.
Sorry, Panthers?
Dogs played the Panthers.
on Friday
Went
night.
okay.
Yeah, they
Tripled
did.
that bitch.
Yeah, that was well done from you. That was good.
Tripled the cunt out of it.
Okay.
But we've got a pretty good side. You know, if you're looking at the centres,
Are
they
you
might
saying
go,
leave Tedesco out of the team altogether for Edwards?
I think they'll
When
pick
we're
up-
low on backs.
I think Dylan Edwards is better. We're not low on backs. We've got two centres. We've got Burton. We've got Critter. Wingers, you've got Toto, and you can have Suoliti if you want it. Or fucking, there's a heap of other wingers you can throw in there. No problem. We're not fucking light on backs.
Well, we're not. Yeah, you're right. But I mean,
Who's better? Who do you think's better, Dylan Edwards or Tedesco? That's the question. That's all we
I
need to
don't
think
know
about.
because Teddy's been playing well. I said that last week. I was like, I'm conflicted by Teddy's form. But now Tommy's injured. I'm not as conflicted by Teddy's form. So I'm like, well, at least you're playing well, cunt. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think they would have played Turbo at fullback anyway.
I would have played Turbo over Dylan Edwards at fullback.
I don't think they would have.
Or maybe not. But maybe you would because then you
Dylan
can fit
Edwards
in.
is safe as houses.
Who's out? Let's say Nico's,
And he's won 3 comps in a row.
Let's say Nico's the only. He's also in a fucking good team. Let's
but
say
he's a fucking good part of
I
that
know
team.
he is.
He's won a Clive.
I know he is. I know he should have won 2. Some say. I know he is. What I'm trying to work out is, are we a better side with Teddy and Dill somehow? Do you put Dill on the wing? Is it fucking?
I wouldn't put Dill on the wing.
Well, he played for Australia on the wing.
But I'd put him at fullback.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you had Teddy,
We lost last year and the year before that.
Yep.
That's where we're at. And although Tedesco's having good club form, he's not been a very good rep player for the last couple of years.
listen, I'm with you.
And
I
that's
don't know.
just is what it is.
It's more just like
Also, would it shock me if Tedesco's there and he's captain again? No.
No,
Of course it
not.
fucking wouldn't.
Of course not.
Of course it wouldn't. But
I
I think that you could mount a fairly powerful case to suggest that Dill Edwards has arrived at his moment.
Maybe. I am not sure. I really don't know what the fuck you'd do there. But I don't mind Critter in the centres, Birdo in the centres, but you could have Birdo at 5'8". He's not a great fucking half. He's a better centre.
No, he's way better at centre. You got that big left torp there as well. I also think that there's a world, Tom, where if Mitchell Moses goes out there in the next couple of weeks and does the damn thing, he'll get the 7.
And
because
then Nico gets 6?
All do I. Because Moses was pretty good last year.
No, he was good.
And I just think that you have to...
And he's got a good kicking game.
You've got to consider the fact that Nico Hines has played 8 really ordinary minutes of Origin, unfortunately, playing out at
It was one moment.
No, but it is what it is. He missed a tackle, and that would be weighing on him. Then you tell him to go out there and fucking play 7 for the state at home, must-win game, essentially. If we lose this, we're fucked. Completely fucked. We're not going to fucking win away and then in Queensland.
We
Not gonna
might.
happen. It's not going to happen. We've got to win at home, and you know that. So I would be bringing that into consideration. Because you know Mitchell Moses has done it.
Yes, he has, but he's also fucking lost a grand final. He's also lost games to New South Wales. Like, I believe, anyway, he broke his fucking back, but and played for the state. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Mitch. But I just don't know. I don't know. What do you put a line through Nico Hines in State of Origin forever for one missed tackle out of position? We've got no fucking halves at the table.
I'm merely musing, old boy. I'm merely musing. That's all I'm doing. And you know what I've just realised?
On the deck of the Titanic, it sounds like.
You know what I've realised as I sit here and I muse?
On the deck of the Titanic, greatest ship of them all. Shout out to the captain from the film who died.
He did die. Captain Edwards or Edward Smith. Now, not the point. The point is this.
Musing, old boy.
I am musing, old boy. I am musing. We do a lot of musing as a state, and you could argue far too much of it.
Fucking half of the fucking year spent musing.
All we do is muse.
Yeah, we do.
We muse ourselves to death.
Into a frenzy.
Into a stupor.
Yeah.
And all they do up there is fucking bush poetry, and they just go, yep, we'll pick you, mate. Yep, we'll pick you. Job done. Easy.
Well, we've got our own bush poet now, and his name's Hamish Street.
Yes, we do.
Hamish John Whistler Street.
And absolutely giving it to the bush poet. I think it's 1-0 Hamish Street.
Fucking oath it is. In 2024,
Yeah, in 2024, it's 1-0 Hamish
comfortably
Street.
1-0 Hamish
It's
Street.
1-0 Hamish Street. Won't be the last year Hamish Street.
Fucking oath
Fingers
it won't
crossed.
be. Yeah, well.
We haven't asked him. Could be a no. But we have things planned. At least I've planned something.
Yes.
And it was given high-level approval. Because you said great.
Yeah.
Now, all I'm saying is we sit here and we fuck around going, who's playing? Like, we don't fucking know. We've got too many good players. It's always been our problem. In Queensland, they've got one bloke to pick, and that's the bloke they pick because it's the only bloke they can be.
And
they
he
just
ends up
turn
doing
out to
a
be
job.
fucking superstar immortals.
Yeah.
Does my head in. Unfortunately, we are sitting here musing once more, and I really fucking hope that this is the year where the musing pays off.
I think you and I, and not right now, obviously we're doing some musing, but I wouldn't mind you and I doing a whiteboard session of our team and who we're picking, possibles, probables, and we've got them there and we're selecting them.
Well, if you're picking your possibles, probables, is Dylan Edwards your possible, Tedesco your probable?
Yep. For fullback, obviously.
Oh.
Nah, for centre. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then we'll see how many weapons we've really got.
Do you think that in a side of probables you're playing Moses and Hines, or Hines and Luai?
Listen, I don't know, or Moses and Luai. So you could have, you could have Hines and Luai. You could have Hines and Moses. You could have Luai and Moses, or Luai and Hines.
Is it better to have a 6 in Luai than 2 7s? I don't know.
I don't know either. And but listen, we wanted Luai dead basically after his last time in Origin, and the state wanted him.
He's not been that bad.
No, I know, but we weren't winning, and with the knives come out. But the problem is, like, emotions are very transient things. I feel something, and it just, once it washes through you, sometimes you have an argument with someone, whether it be your misso, your mum, shout out to Shannon Knoll, and then you go to sleep, you wake up, and you're like, I don't even give a fuck about that anymore.
Yeah, you got to let anger wash through you.
But it goes when you snooze. You have a good snooze.
A rugby league one.
A rugby league snooze, Edward. You wake up and you're not angry anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And so
nine times out of 10.
That's how I feel about Luai. Fuck, it's tough. I kind of feel about Freddie. Until I remembered that Freddie picked Tavita Pangai Jr. And then I'm like, no, okay, that was it was time to go. But
he was too angry.
He was far too.
He was too angry.
Well, he wasn't letting the anger wash through him.
No, it wasn't. He was living in perpetual anger.
Yeah, he needs a good snooze.
I hope he's been sleeping because he's one of the state's favourite sons, and I just didn't like seeing him in that state, Tom.
No.
Not state as in the state, as in state.
State that he was in mentally.
Yes.
And a good snooze, you might be back coaching the state in 5-10 years.
He could be back.
They were talking about Ricky coming back.
That's right. That's right. They were talking about Ricky coming back, which I would have welcomed with open arms because I'm a big sticky guy.
I like sticky. I don't know if I would have welcomed it with open arms. We were between a rock and a hard place where we had no one.
And
I'm starting to believe in Madge, though.
The moment I heard that Marge was taking the boys up to the Blue Mountains, I started to believe.
The belief light just switched on.
Switched on. He goes, mate, we're dropping this superstar fucking
train at Coogee,
sick
live at
cunt,
Coogee,
train at Coogee, beautiful part of the
sunglasses
world.
on inside.
Like, if you look where Queensland they go up to like little school camp shit old fucking dumps up there in that shit state of theirs.
Well, listen, it is a shit state, and we will be taking shits in that state come Friday Magic Round.
I love the people up there.
I love the people up there, but I'll be pooing in
this
your
time
state.
of year, it's a shit state.
Just know I'll be up there and I'll be pooing in your state, leaving dumps all over the place. I don't know, actually. I think they say it's somewhere kind of nice. But I don't think it's like bougie.
But that
shit.
doesn't. I can guarantee it wouldn't be bougie.
It's
it wouldn't
like,
be the Novotel down at
No,
Coogee.
I actually think but it's very true to the state and their people. It's like thongs, and it's very like slow. Like, you know, they ride bikes around this little fucking hotel park and shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's thongs. It's thongs and footy shorts
and singlets and, you know,
and hairy arms.
and the like.
Correct.
So I think it works for them, which is why I'd like to see a bit more Blue Mountains energy from New South
When we went up
Wales.
to Coffs Harbour, were we winning games of rugby league football?
I think we might have won games of rugby league football then. I can't remember though.
I like this Blue Mountains tack though. I think it's good.
Yeah, I
think
it's
it
good.
works.
I think it's good.
Cold air, get up there
Yeah.
and just fucking bash each other.
Yeah.
Again, railway sleepers on the shoulder sort of stuff.
That's it. You got to have one. Probably like you got to carry it to and from, you know, breakfast and your team meetings and training.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you what's disappointing, just for me personally, and for you, and for the state, and for all of us, is that you and I were of the opinion that this was Nathan Cleary's year.
yeah.
It was his year to go out there and
Own
put the
Origin
Munster
football.
treatment on, put the Joey treatment on, own the series for us. That's what you and I were of the opinion.
It was the final box to tick. Other than
and unfortunately remains unticked.
Yep.
And will remain unticked.
Out of the whole fucking series,
Tell you what though, sets them up nicely for another premiership.
it's not the worst, is it?
Him time off, getting his body right.
Well, he did that last year. He had some time
And I
off.
think the year before.
Yeah.
It's like the recipe for them.
Go down with a hammy.
And just come back and peak nicely and just dominate the rest of the comp. But unfortunately, because I'm about that shield life right now.
Well, it's all shield life.
I'm about that shield life.
I mean, if you're just listening, but check the YouTube. We're about that shield life right now.
Yeah. And when the prodigal son not playing, then that annoys me because I am about that shield life right now.
Yep. That's what we're about. And yeah, look, it's disappointing for Nathan. This was meant to be his year. This was meant to be his series. But as I said at the earlier on in the podcast, State of Origin, Edby, shield life. It's about backs to the wall moments. Dean Ritchie called Queensland the shittest side in history, and they won. Fucking Joey off the canvas, broken neck, whatever the fuck he had, comes out, backs to the wall.
Wasn't even supposed to be picked.
And we win. You know what I mean? A player who I won't name was, for reasons that will be obvious if you know who I'm talking about, came in late to a series and hit a famous 40-metre field goal.
Yep.
Backs to the wall.
Without his boots.
He was in fucking Converses, if you believe the story.
Well, he was training in them.
He was training in them.
And hitting them.
So, you know? Backs to the wall. Loza Daly, fucking New South Wales. 8 in a row we'd lost. Backs to the wall. Bring in Trent Hodgkinson and Josh Reynolds, the grub.
To get the job done. Another bloke who won't be named going, it's about
another
time.
guy who won't be named talking about how much of a long time it had been, which it had.
It'd been a long time.
Yeah.
8 years of hell. So we get it.
This is maybe an opportunity to be great.
I think it's
to write a chapter in the famous book that is State of Origin.
That's right, Tom. Well said. Couldn't agree more.
So I think we win.
And win well. 3-0. What else we got, cunts?
Couple other things here. Look, there's a bit more rugby league, but I wouldn't mind just breaking up the rugby league chat just so, Edward, if you don't mind, because there's like fucking presents galore in here.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind opening some. Actually, before we do that, what's your fucking theory?
So that actually, it leads perfectly off the back of that conversation we were just having about New South Wales. So a couple of weeks ago, Madge was on friend of the show, Matty Johns' podcast. And he was asking him about Origin and his selection criteria. And he was saying he's looking for players that are consistently, week in, week out, charging at like an 8, 9 out of 10 level. That's what he's looking for at the moment. And then last week on 100% Footy, Gus Gould had this to say. Let me get it up on TV.
I'll give you a little bit of inside information. When
How
the
about
team
the
is
fucking
eventually
internet?
announced, you're all going to be shocked. Well, the other
You're going to be shocked.
Okay, well, the bloke I'm tipping, who could be there, if Nico's not there, if Jerome Luai's not there, I'm tipping Jack White.
I'm telling you, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked.
So you're saying, out of all them players I just named, I'm going to be shocked that not one of them will be there?
If I was you, I'd be going through and looking at all the work rates of all the players and all their diligence. I think this is going to be a very
Tough
unique
team.
sort of team.
This is going to be a bit of a refresh, a reset, like Freddie did at the start of his
This
reign.
is a new set of eyes and a new way of selecting. I'm just saying what I think is going to happen.
So that sounds to me like they're going to go out and pick dogs.
Yeah, but like that's vagary. There's vagary there.
There's a lot of vagary in there. Essentially, it sounds like he's going to throw out the blueprint, but also that little hint of look at the work rates. So what I've done in my investigation is go through the first 9 rounds of rugby league, look at all the players' statistics, their average runs per game and average tackles per game. So it's fairly surface level, but if you're just looking at work rate, it's runs, tackles, and the average per game in the season so far, so not including this weekend's games. I've gone through and I've found all the New South Wales eligible players and then ranked them by their average tackles and then their average runs. And then I've given them, tallied like a point system. So, and then combined the average of their tackles and runs and spit out a little algorithm of like the New South Wales work rate 11. And the results are fairly interesting. So
Okay, can you get it on the screen or do you just want to read them out?
I'll read it out and then I'll get up
Have
on
you
screen
done it
for
by
you.
position? Because obviously, like, forwards run the ball more than...
So I've done it by position, and I've also done it, you've had to have played a minimum of 3 games in that position this year for the data to count.
Yep.
Okay, got a bit of a fucking Rain Man 2.0 over
Yeah, we do.
Balls
we do.
deep.
Balls
So-
deep with Toddler.
Balls
Boobs deep.
Boobs deep. Boobs deep with toddler. Love it.
So for fullback, Dylan Edwards was clear.
Okay.
He was clear number 1.
Yep.
Connor Tracy actually ranked 2nd. And then tied 3rd was Chevy Stewart, James Tedesco, and Scotty Drinkwater.
So, Dylan Edwards.
Dylan Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then when we get to the wings, we've got Lomax was the standout. Then in 2nd was Kyle Ero of the Sharks.
Surely not.
Well, that's not happening.
And then, To'o, I'm getting confused.
Yeah,
To'o was ranked 2nd, and then tied 3rd was Tupou and Suoli'i. Then we get into the centres.
Where's Kyle Ero?
So he's a
Centres,
centre.
Kyle Ero is the centre for the Sharks.
So you would say that winger is going to be
Lomax,
To'o and
To'o.
Lomax, or To'o and Suoli'i maybe?
I reckon Lomax is
I reckon
going to be
Lomax
in there
over
because
those.
he ranked the highest, and
Suoli'i's
his work
playing
rate this year has been crazy.
No, it'll be Critter and Burton, I'd say. But we'll
No,
see.
but I'm saying Suoli'i playing centres predominantly for the Roosters.
And then in the centres was Kyle Ero and Bradman Best, both tied 1st.
Wow, Bradman. He fucking dominated last year.
Bradman Best.
And he was great last year.
We also have Cody Walker. We forgot he fucking ripped last year as well. Like the South suck, right? But he ripped last year.
Yeah, but the South suck.
Nico was the standout halfback.
Okay.
So what about 3rd for centres?
Yeah, give us the centres.
The third ranking with Brian Kelly, Nick Meaney, and Targo.
What about Critter? Not there.
No, didn't even rank in the top 3.
Interesting.
3rd was Karaz, Ramian, and
So
Naden.
if you're going off that, Ramian got thrown around the other day by someone, Jesse Ramian.
Yeah, there was rumours that Madge had called him, but I think he'd called like 180 different players.
I like Ramian. Apparently one of the biggest dicks in the NRL. And
Could
I
you
don't mean-
imagine if Jesse Ramian and
legitimately
Bradman Best lined up in the centre?
huge penis, apparently. Like humongous.
Well, the state can do with a huge
breathtaking.
weapon cock.
I'm hearing breathtaking.
Mate, I'd love for our players to run out with breathtaking penises.
Yeah. Well, I've heard Jesse Ramian breathtaking. Like, you gasp.
Yeah, well, it takes your breath away.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
So, okay, if we're going to look at it, I think that we can go Dylan Edwards would be a surprise, or not a surprise, but that would be a change. Lomax would be a change. Bradman Best, I think, based off what he did last year and off this metric, you can lock him in. The other centre, I think, still up for fucking...
Yeah,
I reckon Crichton will potentially, because
Crichton's a good defender.
he's a
as
good
well.
defender. He can play fullback. He's very good.
He's a
played
thoroughbred.
well.
He's a thoroughbred.
Played well for the state.
He's a thoroughbred.
Yeah.
And then, so obviously Nico was the standout halfback. 5'8" was pretty interesting. Lockie Galvin actually ranked the highest.
There's just no way you'd do that to a fucking 6-year-old child.
It's not going to happen.
But then, if you were actually to look at
shoes on.
Connor Watson actually ranked the highest, but he'd only played 2 games at 6. So
when he played at 6,
his work rate was insane. And then Lockie Galvin.
I'd love fucking Connor to play for the state. Like, I'd love him to get there.
Same.
But the 6 is kind of up in the air, obviously, with Luai and Moses, etc.
Well, it's not a perfect algorithm what you've
Of course, no,
but it's providing a nice insight.
Yeah, and
So well
second
done.
row, Ewan Aitken, stand out. Dolphins second row, his work rate this year.
No disrespect to Ewan.
And then tied second was Hudson Young, Dylan Lucas, and Jackson Ford.
Interesting. I think Huddy then goes.
Huddy could be a decent shout, I think.
But so off that metric, would you be like, it would be Ace, you go Liam Martin, AC, and then Huddy off the bench or whatever?
Potentially.
Angus Crichton is he's in breathtaking form.
Yeah.
He is the
Breathtaking
Ramian's penis of back rowers.
He is in breathtaking form.
Yeah.
Props to Josh Curran and Mitch Barnett.
Yep.
Josh Curran.
Josh Curran.
Mitch Barnett doesn't surprise me.
No, well, he'll be there.
He'll be there.
And then tied third was Max King and Jamin Jolliffe.
See, this is where I'm a little confused. Like, well, I guess maybe there's some there as we
He's
know.
not going to pick off just work rate like Payne Haas.
No,
would decide.
yeah,
it's obviously super surface level statistics.
If he didn't pick Payne Haas, you'd go, well, you've just fucked your career.
Bring back Freddie.
Yeah.
Hooker, there was 3 tied first. Reece Robson, Wade Egan, and Blake Brayley. All tied first. Then
Wade Egan was fucking looking real good, but the Warriors, I don't know if he's injured or something, but the Wars now, absolute dog shit. No disrespect to our friends across the Dutch, but yeah, fucking coming 14th now.
I saw something the other day. It was like, maybe it was in punters and dribblers. It was along the line of up the wires seems a bit
Hard
yuck
to say now.
Yeah, it's a bit rank.
I think they're now worried about a curse in New Zealand. There's the Pinot Noirs, which is like your former rugby union fan, like the sort of the armchair red wine sipping rugby union toffs, and now starting to enjoy rugby league, and they're getting behind the Wars, and now they think that it's cursed them.
Who said that?
It might have even been the Alternative Commentary Collective fellas in New Zealand.
Unfortunately for the Wars, and I'm permission to speak freely, Wars friends.
Granted.
You've never been that good.
And you always have.
You've never been that
You've always
good.
been year on year off sort of guys.
You've never been consistently good.
You're always year on year off.
You just haven't. And that's fine. Listen, you're up
I feel
against
bad
it.
for
You got to travel a lot. It's tough. I get it. But, you're not up to it.
But I mean, like, fuck.
You're clearly not up to it.
You're flying business, right? You're not fucking stuck down the back of the plane. Like, I just don't know how much a fucking plane ride really fucks with you.
It's also 2 hours.
4.
To New Zealand?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I thought it was 3.
It's not 4.
Bang in the middle. It's not 2.
It's 4 to fucking Perth.
It's 5 to Perth.
4
Yeah, it's 3
there, 4
hours.
back.
3. There you go. We're in the middle.
Cute.
It's really cute.
But then the last position, lock, Cam McInnes was
Boots. I want Boots, dude.
Boots McInnes, dude.
And then maybe Yo off the bench.
I think
Yo's probably still got to be there.
I think Yo will start.
Yeah.
But McInnes, yeah, I think.
What you've provided is an alternative lens from which to view these things, Tobler,
Yes.
and I credit you for that.
Yep.
Because now we're looking at fucking see you later, Skip. We're looking at Lomax on the wing, who I like.
Who skips the state? Because I think that would have been a Cam Murray job.
No, it would have been a Cleary job.
Great point. Well, now we're still fucked.
If I'm looking for a captain of the state, I would be.
Does Jake get in there? And I wouldn't say Jake's a long-term skip.
assuming they pick Jake, he's not even a guaranteed lock, I don't think.
I think he should be because of his boots work.
I think if they were going to pick a captain based on the current crop of men, it would probably be maybe an Isaiah Yo.
Yeah. Yep. That's fair. Because that's all you can. But even then, like, is Yo? The thing with Yo is, I guess what you'd be doing is going, we're picking a captain for this series. This is not your next New South Wales captain.
Cleary will be captain.
That's what you would think.
Isn't he co-captain with Yo? So he's got so Yo's been there, done it.
Not for Penrith.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. But I mean,
So he's got
Yo's
captain. He's got captain qualities.
fucking oath he does. But what I'm more musing here is how long has Yo gotten in Sky Blue?
Not that long, because Cam Murray would be 13 if he was fit and raring, because he's a middle, not an edge, in my opinion.
Humble as it is. Yeah. So that's where I'm like, do you name someone?
It would be a series captain.
But that's what it has to be.
Much like Adam Gilchrist putting his hands up when the boys won in India.
Yep.
And Ricky was not there. Stand in, skip sort of stuff.
Stand in, skip sort of stuff. Yep. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. But imagine if Jake, now I'm allowing my mind to wander like a lazy eye to Jake getting captain of New South Wales in the absence of a Nathan Cleary. The Manly Seagulls would have both state captains. Just wanted to say it. Just a proud club.
That would be nice. And a nod to the greatness of the club.
Yep.
A nod to the greatness of the club.
Yep.
Is that Origin?
I'd say it'd have to be now
Have to be.
because I need to piss again.
Okay, and then I want to talk to you about something.
Okay.
It's to do with Rugby League. The greatest game of all. Well done, Tobler.
Well done.
Punters and dribblers, just wanted to say a big thank you for those that have got involved with the Good Day Goers Run Club to this point. Sydney Marathon this September, it's already sold out. I did a call out to the punters and dribblers letting them know, alluding to the fact that that might be the case, and you fucking moved moved quick. So shout out to you. Just impeccable
Pumped.
work.
With biggest team?
We're already the biggest team,
Fucking
and we will remain the biggest team. Those that
2 years running.
That's
Just
exactly
give me some
right.
of that, buddy.
Yeah,
Give me
fucking
some of
oath.
that.
Fucking oath. Those that signed up on the day I put the Instagram up, we have picked up 5 winners of the ASICs. I need to get that off someone at City Marathon and then report it back to you. So congratulations to winners unannounced. I haven't forgotten about you is the point I'm trying to make.
You haven't been forgotten.
Now, if you have signed up to the marathon already and you're like, fuck, I want to be a good day goer so fucking bad. Geez, I want to go to that after party at the Ivy and spend $10,000 on piss. Fuck, I want to go to that run club with the good day goers and like maybe and definitely get a good day shirt and definitely get a good day hat.
And potentially meet the love of your life.
Like, if God, I want to do that, but I've actually joined some other lame team.
Yeah.
You can change.
You can jump ship, dude. If you're in some lame team with you and your mates and you're like, this is a really lame team, and no disrespect to the team that you've accidentally found your way into, but there will be no after party at the Ivy for you and your loser mates.
And you're like, fuck, I want to be wearing a good day goers run club shirt.
Yeah.
With a hat. You won't be able to do that if you're a loser.
Yeah.
And if you're a loser running for someone else, then that's what you will remain.
Also, like, do you want to be a part of the biggest team?
The best team.
The best team. When you're out there running on the course and just seeing goers fucking everywhere, bum taps, high fives, hugs, kisses. Like, you want to be a part of something, or do you want to be you and your loser mates like, oh, we're the trotters. Cool, dude. Cool. No one's hanging out with the trotters.
You know the decision that you need to make. If you've already joined a team.
You can just...
Now, you email info@citymarathon.com and say, I'd like to change teams, please. If you haven't selected a team, go into your portal online and go to teams and type in Good Day Goers Run Club and select it.
So you're telling me some people have signed up to the marathon as individuals and are not part of a team. They can go and still select a team quite easily.
Yes.
If you're one of those losers in one of the lame teams,
you can change teams.
Jump off of that ship by emailing
info@citymarathon.com.
Bail on those teams, dude. Get over with us.
Now, Tom and I, because we do everything that we do for the punter and the dribbler.
Yeah.
That's what drives us, looking after the punter and the dribbler. Now, I know the Sydney Marathon sold out. I know it is. I know there's 4,000 people on the wait list. I know that.
Yep.
But Tom and I have secured an extra 100 tickets.
Sorry.
You could argue the most valuable tickets in all the land.
Yep.
And we've secured them for the punter and the dribbler. Now, we haven't worked out how they're going to be given away yet. It's not up to us.
Well, they're sold, not given away.
Sold. These
aren't free tickets.
We haven't worked out how we will be able to provide access to the punter and the dribbler to get these tickets, which you will have to pay for. It's just that we have 100 spare.
We basically were able to finagle, massage, bat a couple of eyelids at the heavies at Sydney Marathon and go, listen, we need more than that because we got more people that want to run. So
we were batting.
Set aside a hundo for us so that the dribblers and the punters who have missed out have a chance.
Yeah, we're batting eyelids. Now, I don't know how they're going to be released, but bear with us. Bear with us, okay? Bear with us. Now, if you want a program, if you're like, holy fuck, I've signed up to the marathon and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, how the fuck do you run a marathon? How do you prepare? Email turbo@hellosport.com.au and he'll send you one, won't you, mate?
Absolutely. It's a great program as well.
It is a great program. It might need a bit of a rebrand because it's the Good Day Goers this year.
Yep, cool.
But it's pretty much...
But it's got the three gentlemen sitting before you across the line.
Fucking oath it has.
And more.
Fucking oath it has. So that's a marathon update. When more news comes to hand, it will be provided to you.
Biggest team 2 years in a row.
Piece of piss.
Thank you.
Huge. We did huge numbers in a 24-hour period. 300 in a day. So that's the power of the punter and the dribbler. We love you all. Good luck. Good training. We will be back with more information as it comes to hand. And if you're fucking desperate for a ticket, well, then you better keep listening to the podcast because
just train. Just train like you're going to get there.
Train. Yeah, exactly right. Tom, if there was ever any doubt about the Roosters' ability to wine, dine, and 69, then those doubts have been put to bed because it was for all money sewn up that he was going to the Panthers. I was talking about it last week with Dan, and he's like, mate, it's done. He's going to the Panthers. Why wouldn't you want to go there and win and get paid a shitload of money? And I go, you can't rule out their ability to wine, dine, and 69. And they've done it again.
Well, from all reports, he's had his legs around his fucking head since, the Roosters first called him, which I think they've been looking at. They've been like in the backgrounds, I think, licking his bumhole for a while.
He would have gone over to Robbo's place. Robbo would have put the pizzas on and then licked his bum.
Well, I think Robbo's actually got a full setup there where he's obviously got the pizzas and then he's just strapped his legs up and just got.
Yeah, he's got out the back shed. He's got a bloody.
He's got a fucking setup.
He's dinked up a few straps and swings and BDSM.
Sort of shit,
well, yeah.
Ball gags.
Whatever you want, mate. You want to get pegged? You want to get your bumhole licked? Like, what do you want? Do you want to put me in the swing?
They say like, oh, Robbo, mate, like he can talk well. Sure, the tongue's involved, but there's very little talking.
Yeah. Well, have you had a Robbo Remy before, mate?
No, well, I haven't. Otherwise, I'd be playing for the fucking Roosters, mate.
We'd be supporting them.
Which ain't happening.
That's the power.
You'd have to.
That's the power of the tongue.
You'd have to rimmy me within an inch of my life to get me to fucking near to death to get me to.
What I'm saying is, based on what we've seen from a recruitment perspective, let Robbo near your rim.
The golden tongue, they're called.
Right? At your own peril, because you'll end up doing things that you do not want to do.
Yeah. And
the golden tongue.
The golden tongue, where he'll tickle that butthole all the way into a signature. You didn't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But the thing that
You'll squirt.
Which he likes. You might get an extra $100,000 on your contract if he can make you squirt. That's what we're hearing.
Well, that's what we're hearing. We're not trying to be crass.
No, listen, I didn't come crass.
I didn't come here today to be crass, punters, dribblers. Know that. It's not my MO.
Nor mine. But if you are imagining right now, back in the back shed of Robbo's house in the BDSM cave.
You're strapped up. You're in the swing.
Legs, again, like it's probably a little uncomfortable unless you're as flexible as David is. But your legs are strapped near behind your head, and you've got the blonde hair of Trent Robinson. That's all you can see down there between your legs as he gets to work.
Next minute, you're squirting.
Next minute, you're squirting, and you're up in the box with Politis.
That's right. And now you're playing for the fucking Roosters.
Playing for the Roosters.
On less money than the Titans.
This is the thing, though, with the Titans, and shout out to Gordon Tallis, friend of the show. He's like, why would you go, if it's about money, why would you go to the Roosters? If it's about premierships, if it's about money, you stay at the Titans. If it's about premierships, you go to the Panthers. If it's not about either, like, why are you going to, if you're saying it's about premierships, why are you going to the Roosters?
Yeah.
I'm a bit like, listen, dude, if you're getting $1 million from the Titans and you're getting 800,000 from the Roosters, it can still be about money. It's just about a little less money. It's still about a lot of money. It's just about a little less money so that you're not playing with, respectfully, a shit club.
Well, Dannon's theory, though, was that the Titans didn't extend, that there was an option in there for them to take him up as well, and they didn't.
Which wouldn't shock me either, because, obviously,
because we've not heard anything from the Titans being like, we want to keep him.
No,
like, none of that.
But the thing is as well, they need a halfback. They need a halfback.
Correct, and they're probably like some blokes playing off the bench sometimes. We're not paying $1 million for.
No, and there's a yarn that the Jerome Hughes wants to come back to Queensland.
That keeps rearing its.
He debuted for the Titans.
It keeps rearing its ugly head. He's denying it, but you know what they say. He who denies supplies.
Where there's smoke, there is fire. So
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Which is only, except in my case, because I can't smell, but I'm often dealing. So I like that. To me, I would be like, yeah, sure. And you've got like, there's some decent background. Jojo Fifita, of not related to David Fifita, can play rugby league football.
That would have caught many napping before.
Annoyed me that I didn't put on a Fifita name bet yesterday for that game, even though my bet got up. Like,
So did mine at 12s.
14s.
Nice.
He's good. Bo Fermor, I believe is his name, can play rugby league.
They need a half. Unfortunately, there's no halves on the tree unless you believe the rumours, the rugby league rumours.
Smelt it, dealt it.
That's correct. That one Jerome Hughes can play the game of rugby league, wanting to go back home to where his missus is from, apparently.
Yep. So,
because he's obviously a Kiwi.
We now go back down to the greatest state of all, New South Wales, and we look at Penrith and we look at the Roosters. Why do you turn down the 3-time Premiership Panthers, the opportunity to play with Nathan Cleary, the second coming of Jesus Christ, or Joey Johns himself? Why do you opt for the Roosters? Now, there's a couple of things here. I'm not going to be postcode precious or biased, but there are certain things that a coastal lifestyle can offer you that a foot of the mountains lifestyle cannot, like coastal.
Listen, if David is a harbour guy,
well, he likes the ocean,
like if he likes getting his balls into the ocean and not the man-made lagoon
where people seem to die all the time,
and there's nothing. It's horses for courses. You know, some people like that foot of the mountains life, and then others like that harbour life. It may be that David prefers that life, which would then.
How much more would Penrith be? The money probably would have been similar, right?
Apparently, they were offering him $850.
Right. Now, someone whose name escapes me in the world of rugby league, so I extend my apologies from the outset, mentioned a bit of a legacy chat, and like. I don't know if I necessarily subscribe to this. Let me just get that out there. Do you want to go and be a part of a team that's already won 3 comps, like they've already done the job? You could still win more with them because it's not like they're
You don't want to be Kevin Durant.
Well, as in what, chasing super team sort of shit.
Well, Kevin Durant went to the Warriors when they'd already fucking ringed up a couple of times.
That's the thing, and like it doesn't add to your legacy so much as you just become a footnote.
That's what I'm saying, the Kevin Durant. Everyone looks at him as a bit of a gimp.
But if you go to the Roosters, the red, white, and bluesters, then
and try to track the progress of one Sam Walker who's starting to play some fucking nice rugby league football. Bearded up, Tom. You
want to talk about? Here's a conspiracy theory, and I'm only really saying because he's from Queensland. If he was a New South Welshman, I wouldn't. But that thing could be dyed. It doesn't look the same colour as his hair at all. It looks way too dark. I know he's friends with Angus Crichton, who's got a barber. Maybe he's dyeing it for him.
Too young to dye?
He's
it.
Yes, you're not too young to dye it, but it just depends on what you want, right? Maybe he wants it to, because like if he doesn't dye it, maybe that's just like flesh coloured.
Has Angus Crichton put up a photo of him in the barber?
Well, he certainly put up a photo of him with the beard.
Interesting.
Bearded Sam Walker's a different beast.
Different kettle of fish, and also a dropped into a beard Sam Walker, because he was dropped last year. Something about getting dropped as a half just makes your balls bigger.
Yeah, it does. Well, certainly if you can come back. Your balls have to grow for you to return is more what it is.
Well, otherwise you're just a eunuch.
Well, but you don't come back. So if you're a half that gets dropped and you don't return, it's probably almost 100% guaranteed that it is a direct result of the fact your testicles have failed to grow in size.
Correct.
Now, do you want to be a part of a dynasty and like just a footnote part where you come in, maybe you win one comp, maybe you don't, maybe you do, in Penrith? Or do you want to come into a club like the Roosters and try and ascend the mountain on your own terms with a side?
Which is exactly what Robbo was saying to David as he was in the swing getting his bum over.
Well, he'd come up for air and go, do you want to climb the mountain yourself? And then he'd go back down.
Yep.
Come up for a wipe and a sip of water.
Do you want to come be part of the legacy?
And then go back down and just tongue away.
Yep.
Come up for a sip of Shiraz.
And then David goes, yes! As he squirts
all over him.
That's how it happened.
That's
Allegedly.
that's what we're hearing.
That's what we're
from
hearing on
our
the
sources inside of the game.
That's right.
That he squirted all over Robbo's face.
That's what we heard. Punters and dribblers. It's the most generous podcasters of all here, Tom and Eddie. Here to look after the punter and the dribbler and their drinking needs. It's still rosé drinking season. We know that. It's worth having a couple of bottles laying around. Yeah, I don't expect you to drink it in the driving rain, but I just went outside and the sun's out, baby.
Oh, really?
Sun's out, bum's out again, and it's fucking hot out there. I'll be losing the jacket, Tom. I can promise you that. So you need a couple of cases laying around your digs. You just do.
Well, it's certainly when you've got guests, you're entertaining. Hey, come round.
A couple of Sheilas come around. You want to be able to crack a bottle
Yeah.
and impress?
Yeah.
Of course you do. Now, you're going to get $50 off each case if you use the code MANLY. That's a gift from Tom and I at hellosport.shop.
6 bottles. You're getting $50 off. Hellosport.shop. You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Be prepared.
Yeah.
And if you're not prepared, you're prepared to fail.
It's not the saying, but it's all right.
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Got it.
Hellosport.shop.
The fucking Harry Grant sin bin?
Oh, game's gone soft.
Like, I don't want to get all block of roach
Game's gone soft, mate.
but is that the worst fucking decision you've seen in a... Like, I can't remember the last time I've seen a worse decision.
Well,
It
as
might be one of the worst things we've ever seen.
Craig Bellamy, he came out in the post-match and was like, well, that's the line now. If you touch the kicker when they're going for a kick, that's sin bin.
I was talking to...
Let's go Woods. I mean, if you want to be consistent, Tom.
Yeah, but I was talking to our diminutive button pusher over there, Cody Totes.
Tote bag aficionado.
Tote bag aficionado. And...
Irons his totes.
And we were discussing, like, when was this kicking rule, don't touch the kicker rule, has come in this year, right? There has not been a spate of kicker injuries, to my knowledge. It just feels like, why the fuck was this? Sure, case by case, like, don't dive at the leg, don't hurt, but, like, this hasn't been something where it's been like, fuck, we've been getting a lot of injuries.
Not that I'm aware of. If you can't pressure the kicker, what are we doing?
To me, it sounds coincidental around the time Lockie Ilias snapped his leg in reserve grade, because then that week after was like the Manly Warriors game when Josh Aloiai got the same thing on Johnson's leg.
When Johnson faked it.
Before that, I can't really think of a time that it was penalised so heavily.
That's what I mean.
Until that leg break, and maybe it's just an overcorrection.
I feel like they've started doing it this year before Ilias's leg break. I don't know why. That could just be me recreating.
It was. The chat had come up just before the Ilias thing. Not early in the season, yeah. It would have been like 5 or 6 weeks ago now. And then the Ilias thing happened like within a week or two, which just kind of added fuel to the fire.
Added fuel to it, yeah. Like, I get it. You don't want anyone to be injured, but it's not been a thing where it happens so often. Like, accidents will happen because it's a rugby league game and it's high speed, high impact. Like, that shit happens. But the thing that's crazy about that Harry Grant one is I can wear someone in the bunker being a fucking idiot and screwing it up. As in, I can't really. It's hard to stomach. But, like, someone making a bad decision happens the same way someone can make a bad play. But then, after getting 10, usually a Monday, Graham Annesley will come out and be like, we fucked that. He got fined $1,000 for it. So it's like, you're not going to get... He got put on report. He's not getting suspended. He's getting fined $1,000. How the fuck are you taking $1,000 of that man's hard-earned money for that?
It's absurd.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's absolutely... Look at that. It's just ridiculous.
He's running through, like, he doesn't even do anything. Like,
what is the rule?
You can't go at the kicker's legs. I mean, I feel like...
What is the official rule?
But the thing is as well, like, how do you charge down? How do you put pressure on?
Exactly. You can't. You're basically just saying to the halves, you can do whatever you want. You can take as long as you want.
Regardless of the point of impact, a player can still be penalised for any forceful, dangerous or unnecessary contact at the legs that involved an unacceptable risk of injury to the player in possession.
Dangerous.
Yeah, it's complete bullshit then. So why is he getting fined?
Has Annesley come out and said anything today yet? Like, today's usually the day he gets into his work. Right?
My kind of theory on this is because this is such a new and fresh rule that, like Craig Bellamy's saying, it is a bit of a line in the sand thing. And because it's almost like, I don't know if it's necessarily the introduction of a new rule, but like we're musing, it's the contact with the kicking foot. So I think this is kind of going to be like almost in the way that we had that. Remember at Magic Round last year, we had the crackdown on the head highs, or I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yes.
But I think this might potentially be serving as a bit of like a quote unquote crackdown.
Give a penalty though. Then
Dude, I'm with you. I'm just kind of musing on what it could be.
10 in the bin is insane.
10 in the bin is
for
insane,
that.
and it affected the game. Like,
Well, yeah, they ended up losing.
yeah.
So it's fucking outrageous. It's fucking outrageous. The fact that they've fined him still blows my mind. Surely you come out and go, yeah, that was a fuck up.
It was just probably a penalty.
That was a rugby league fuck up.
Like, you didn't need to get. You didn't need to get.
The bin is so hectic.
The bin is so hectic, dude.
Remember the bin never got used?
I watched a video the
For
other
like
day.
10 years, it never got used unless you got in a fucking punch up.
Well, dude, I watched a video the other day of Willie Mason in an international game knocking out an English guy, and the commentary is so funny. And Serlo's like, "Well, he might be happy with that punch, but he's going to regret it when he gets a penalty."
Oh my God.
And that's all it is. He just gets a penalty. And then Gus Gould goes, "Well, Jamie Peacock got what he deserved there. If you're going to fucking push and shove, you better have your hands up. Otherwise, you can't
that's
expect."
Good. Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's blocker roach shit there. That's back in my day.
Could you imagine where, like, when we're old, we'll be sitting around
beating ourselves?
beating up. Oh, remember we were at we're on the hill and at the Battle of Brookie and fucking Glenn Stewart and bloody, you know.
Like,
masturbating. We will be insufferable.
Yeah. We're already.
And I'm happy. I can't wait to be insufferable. Cannot wait to be insufferable.
Taylan May put up an Instagram story. I don't know if anyone saw it, but I'm just interested to know, like, what we could be in for here. Tobler, I downloaded it. I can send it.
Yeah, I've got it as well on my phone. I think it might be still up in punters and dribblers.
I've got it on my phone, so fucking don't worry about going through punters and dribblers. Let's just try and find. Here it is. I'll send it to you if you can get that up. Taylan May's fast becoming a favourite of mine, and so is Jerome Luai's making a comeback to me. Penrith played the Dogs, and he was like, "We're playing."
Oh yeah, the Penrith
like,
Bulldogs.
Yeah,
that was
dude.
good. He's great on socials. He just is.
He's good. He likes to shit talk. There was a period there where
Can't make a
Jerome
speech, but
annoyed
other
me.
than
no,
that,
he can't speak. But he's a bit of fun.
I like that he stirs the pot online. At least he's out there having a crack.
Taylan May on Instagram. I ain't hiding who I am anymore. It's time to use my platform for real shit. The government don't want this, but I'm content with whatever happens for the people. What the fuck could he be talking about? Because the government don't want it?
I ain't hiding who I am anymore. It's time to use my platform for the real shit. The government don't want this. Could it be, COVID-y government control stuff?
Look, it could be.
Could this be out of the flat earth playbook?
Digital ID, fucking, the removal of legal tender of money, just going to digital currencies.
One world order.
One new world order.
New world order.
One world government.
Right.
Sort of shit.
Okay.
And maybe Taylan May about to be the vigilante that,
that we need.
Not that we deserve, though.
Oh, we don't deserve
Because
this.
his nickname is Batman, I believe.
We don't deserve Taylan May,
No.
but we need him.
Well, he's about to turn his platform where I'm sure he's got at least, 80,000 followers, maybe more.
And he's going to use it for the real shit.
For
the
real
government
shit.
don't want.
The government don't want this.
The government don't want this, but I'm content with whatever happens for the people. See, this is what it's got to be New World Order stuff.
Well, because this is vigilante, but like him being like, and I'm just trying to see.
And is that man behind? Is that a vigilante?
Is that, well, he's got all the fingers and guns pointed at him, right?
Who is that anime bloke?
64,000.
Who's that anime person?
I'll try and find out.
Well, is it because he shared that from his profile? Is he not?
Yeah, he a couple of days ago cleared everything from his profile.
Oh fuck, he has. But
he's got a few.
his thing
interesting
is
carousels.
a Batman.
Have we picked this like a dirty nose?
I'll get up his.
Look,
I'll
he's
get up
got
his profile.
He's sharing some stuff here. Some of it's a bit religious, which is all good. I'm just trying to work out what's the stuff the government's not going to be into.
Well, the government's not going to have a problem with religion, given many of our holidays are religious.
Oh wow, I like that one. Go back. So, tell me where I should go. To the left, where nothing is right, or the right, where nothing is left? Dude, that's
Deep.
that's as deep as it gets.
They like their anime, those boys, don't they?
If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Fuck, what's this guy got planned?
If to change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Some depth here.
There is.
And there's some breadth.
Oh, yeah, depth and breadth. Depth times.
Not Brett Stewart with a lisp either.
No. God, I miss
Brett.
him. Oh, he's got a fucking...
Oh,
guy for-
an anonymous mask on.
But it's on your own Instagram, so it's unfortunately, I know it's you.
Does he not have any arm tats?
Shocking. Mate, can we zoom
Is that
in?
him?
Is that him?
I don't think that's him.
Well, let's see. Has he got the neck tat? Hard to see with that
Hard to
singlet
see.
jumper.
Yeah, you can see the Y.
Yeah, that's him.
You can see the Y.
I did not know he didn't have... So he's a
May.
neck over arm tat type guy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy town.
That's like, I need to know more about the man.
No one opens with a neck tat.
You don't
no one.
start on the neck. I mean, you didn't think you did.
Well, he had face
He
before
started
neck
on
as
the
well.
face.
Face.
Because he had
Dude,
pain
so he's
and then the
like,
heart.
He's the real deal.
He's the real deal. He's the real deal. Oh, the government don't want this heat.
No, the government do not want that.
Batman quote.
He's quoting Batman, fuck me dead. Okay.
That's interesting. It's an interesting slide, that.
Well,
Batman, and then the next one being a spa.
Yeah, listen, but it's making you think. I tell you what,
It's made me think.
he's had the biggest coming out party of 2024, right? Like last year, he's putting himself all the way out there now.
He's got a good leader in Jerome Luai, in the sense of he knows how to make a splash online.
Yeah, true. Like Jerome walked so that Taylan could run.
Correct. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And run he is. He's a handsome man.
He's very hot.
He's a hot fucking boy.
And he can play rugby league football.
He is a mongrel. Talk about cunt.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder where is he anywhere near Origin?
Probably, well,
He can play.
he can play rugby league. And he's got cunt.
He's got cunt.
Coming out his paws.
Neck tat over arms. Get out of here with that.
I wouldn't mind playing a neck tat into a couple of shinnies.
Imagine
May into a
that,
best.
dude. Neck tat first into dual shinny would be absolute horn stuff. Fifita Pangai Jr., dude. He left the game of rugby league to pursue a career in boxing. Were you aware of this?
I was.
Well, he fought on the weekend. Were you aware of that?
I was aware of that.
Have you seen the fight?
I haven't seen the fight, though.
Okay, Toblock, can you please... I'm just trying to see if I've got the video here. I don't.
The only fight I watched yesterday was a friend of the show, George Cambosis,
which we will get to. Can you just please find? Maybe I saved it on the old personals. Give me a sec. You look for it.
I've got it up.
Okay,
I saw
terrific.
it yesterday on
You get
TikTok.
that all the way up, please. Here we go. Hold on. Take it back. Edward.
Yep.
Tavita Hangai Jr.
Okay.
in the yellow.
Yep.
Round one.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow. In an old shed somewhere.
Yeah, he's in a shed. I got.
Tell you
Firstly,
what.
you never
tell
knock
you
a
what,
man for getting in the ring. Braver than us. We've been there. We've done that. We've covered that off. 60 seconds. Heavy favourite.
extremely animated commentary.
Dude, that's what's going to be my next point. Can you just take it back and listen? You and I are now commentators, so we can fucking...
We can run an eye
We
over
can
this.
run an eye over that. These guys may as well be asleep.
Listen to this.
Mate, nothing to be honest. I had a quick look at his record. Knockout win, knockout loss. That's a big left hand. That's his left hand.
He's done. That's a massive upset. I have not changed my tone or inflection at all.
Wow, that was...
Wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
The $1 favourite just got fucking pumped in 60
Yeah,
seconds.
it almost, the commentators may have had money on it. Not to impugn them. They may not.
That's a huge left hand.
That's a big upset.
That is a big
That's a really big upset.
Nico.
Huge. Interesting career choice from Fifita.
Well, I think he literally said after the fight, I'm going back to league.
Right.
But he also, I saw just today when I was in the green room / on the toilet, he started his own boxing promotion, TPJ Productions.
So that's in the can?
Well, I don't know whether the production, I mean, you don't need to fight. Maybe he was trying to, start off with a bang here and get the promos going well, but like, that's not. This guy that
He didn't look great, Fifita.
well, that's an understatement. He was beaten by a man who had lost his first 4 professional fights.
Did he throw a punch, Fifita?
I didn't see one. Ed. Well, that's maybe a jab, technically. No, yeah, just feeling out there. Just feeling out. Bang.
Bang.
Oh.
And
my God.
then to work, he
The
goes.
guy,
Eating them.
he beat the fuck out of him.
Well, listen, full credit to Fifita for having a crack.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Again, as we said, not our cup of tea, so nothing but respect for getting in there, but not your racket, it would seem.
It would seem.
I would come back to the greatest game of all, rugby league.
Come back to rugby league.
Come back and play your trade, mate. I mean, you were playing Origin before you left. You could argue for till the cows come over that maybe your selection wasn't warranted, but you were in sky blue.
You were in sky blue. And you could also argue that you haven't reached your potential. I feel like you may have just there reached your boxing potential. I think you haven't reached your rugby league potential yet.
And your rugby league potential not on par with your boxing potential, which is a positive.
Your rugby league potential could see you in sky blue playing in front of 80, 90, 200,000 people in one game, as opposed to your boxing potential where you are in front of about 16 people inside of a shed.
You're in a shed. That's just a big colour bond.
Yeah, that's a big Colorbond fucking shit. And I'm a huge Colorbond fan.
Nothing to do with Colorbond and how excellent that is.
No.
As a metal, as a
well,
sheet.
but also like sounds fantastic in the rain.
Oh mate, if it was drizzling there, you'd be coming.
You'd be absolutely coming.
You'd be coming in your little pants.
Yep.
Not the point. The point is big shed, shit fight.
Well,
as opposed to big stadium.
Well, listen, it's a small shed in a big pond. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be in the big shed.
Well, I know. I'm saying he's literally in a shed.
Oh no, he's literally in a shed.
In a big shed. He's in a
humongous shed.
Yes, getting pumped,
getting absolutely worked.
Yeah. Whereas he could be in a big stadium.
Correct. And
winning games of rugby league
football.
That's the difference.
It's a huge difference as well.
Tell you who else got pumped?
Ferocious George Cambosis.
You get lured into, because this is the reality, punters and dribblers, is that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Except probably when it comes to like Yogo mixes and quoting Titanic. Otherwise, no idea about anything. So I entertain the idea that Lomachenko's over the hill and that he's getting a bit old and this could be a dangerous fight for him fighting in Perth against Ferocious in his own backyard. That wasn't the case.
I know nothing either, and I just kept my mouth shut because you know sometimes they say if you have nothing nice
I
to
didn't say anything.
No, I just didn't say anything. I didn't expect much from George.
I didn't expect much, but I dared to dream.
I always dare to dream, for sure.
Is that
we're
fine?
dreamers. I'm pretty sure at one point, I can't be sure because I was with my children and they wouldn't leave me alone as I tried to watch violence on Mother's Day. But the Cambosis corner at one point goes like, Lomachenko's like a slick, fucking technical, like amazing boxer. Like, you're a fighter, make it a fight. I'm like, even in that, no, you guys are realizing that like you need to just get dirty and lucky, whereas Lomachenko's gonna fucking just.
In the pre-fight, the commentator said that Lomachenko's had like got some of the best footwork in all boxing, and Cambosis has the worst comfortably.
The worst.
That's what they said.
Jesus Christ, he got like, fucked up.
He got absolutely fucked up. He had like one or two good rounds, otherwise he got absolutely pounded
and then stopped.
And then the towel came in.
And the towel.
Towel
and a stoppage.
Well, he got a body shot from hell and he was down. He got back up because he's a warrior and then got pounded and then the towel came in.
He's an absolute warrior. And listen, like it seems like there is even the way he beat Teofimo Lopez, like he beat him, it was a fucking 12-round win. But that's probably like it's almost like lightning doesn't strike twice. Well, you can't say it's a fluke because it was over the course of an entire fight, but like it doesn't seem like he's going to get back there given the state of things.
Well, he's gone Haney, Lomachenko, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's fighting the fucking best.
Yeah.
He might have fought someone in between Haney and won. It was close though.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But yeah, tough. Now, there's a couple more boxing things that I just want to pour one out for Lucas Big Daddy Brown, who's officially called time on his decorated career.
Is that right?
After 3 straight losses and being maybe 45 years old. Only Australian heavyweight champion.
Yeah, we'll pour one out for Big Daddy Brown.
Started boxing at 30.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's fucking impressive.
Yeah. Started boxing at 30 and was like, you know what? Apparently he was like, if I'm going to be someone or do something in my life, I got to start. Like, I can't start any later. Some would argue 30 is as late as it gets.
It's pretty fucking late.
It's pretty fucking late. But Big Daddy, he put up something on his Instagram, broke down crying on it, and I just thought, shout out to the biggest Daddy Brown in the nation.
I love that, and I can't thank Lucas enough more for his Instagram content than anything.
Bruh, you want a good follow? Follow Big Daddy Brown. He posts some weird shit. Weird shit.
Tom, UFC 303.
There's one other boxing thing
Okay.
I just wanted to say to you.
Okay.
If that's all right, can I don't know whether you've been seeing it as you flat your eyelids at me, which is very nice, your eyelashes. I have been so warmed, so chuffed to see Costa and Timmy together in Thailand training the house down. I don't know if you've been seeing it, but Costa's all over the gram, Timmy's all over the gram, father and son reunited. Can we please, Tobler, before the day is out, get some Timmy Zoo t-shirts, Warrior, him on the fucking, he's got blood pissing out of his face. I saw Costa wearing one in one of the videos. But just seeing Costa back with his boy, Costa not coming to Australia. He's obviously
Nice place. It's a great place to go. Thailand, a friend of the Russian.
Yes, Australia not a friend of the Russian.
Don't need a visa
No.
if you're Russian to go to Thailand, and it's not too far for an Australian to go. I think it's a beautiful place to go in and just bond out.
Yeah.
That's beautiful
Dude,
stuff.
look at this. And they're just sweating it out with your old boy. Costa in a fucking headband like a goddamn karate kid is nice. Still got the ratty.
Yeah, love that. I like off the back of his first loss, Costa's like, I got to go see my. I got to go see my boy.
Yeah, I got to go. I can't fucking.
Tim just needs a better cut man.
Yeah. Well, if you listen to Stitches, who's one of the more notable cutmen in the world, he thinks that the cutman didn't do enough. Tim's cutman disagrees with Stitches, but Stitches.
Well, a lot of people saying that the cut man all at sea.
Yeah. I don't think Timmy's changing his cutman though.
Is that right?
Timmy's a loyal boy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cutman was working for Nikita when Nikita fought whoever.
Or is that just a older brother giving his younger brother his hand-me-downs? Have this cunt.
Yeah. Mate, it could be. It could be. It could be. But, I mean, listen, it's just good to see. I'm really, really pleased. Also, Big Daddy Brown, I forget to mention, one of the great bashers of plumbers that we've produced. You know, obviously he was a world champion, but, like, man's flogged some plumbers in his time, and I just think that was worth noting.
It's worth remembering.
Yep.
Shout out to the plumber who has been the punching bag of many great Australian boxers over the years.
Yep.
And may they continue to do so.
Well, they do. I think they call the heavy bag in most gyms the plumber.
plumber.
Yeah, I'm going to work on the plumber.
Go work that plumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's actually just a dead plumber in
It's
there.
a dead plumber in there, yeah. Or the remains
Yeah.
of plumbers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can donate. They can donate their remains to heavy bags.
Big fat plumbers in there. And you're just bashing a body to a pulp. That might sound macabre, and it is.
I mean,
but that's how you fucking sell
that's how you-
pay-per-views in this nation.
Yeah, it is also how you become great.
Yep. Correct.
And it's on the corpses of plumbers.
That's exactly right. Now, one more fighting yarn.
Yep.
Just to whet the appetite of the punter and the dribbler. UFC 303, now the highest official gate in UFC history
20 mil.
already.
20 mil.
Already.
20 mil.
20 mil.
Highest ever.
Highest ever. Already.
End of June, 20 mil.
Done.
20 mil.
Still, if there was ever any doubt about Connor's ability to move the needle, what do you say about that gate? What do you say about that gate? Just tell me what you think about that.
What do you think?
You tell me what you think. Oh, Connor, fucking no one cares about Connor anymore. Oh, is that right? Is that right? No one cares about Connor.
Check the gate, bruh.
Is that right? No one
Check
cares about
the
Connor.
gate, bruh.
Connor's still the biggest fighter
On the planet.
on the planet.
Now, Eddie, we do obviously have to get to some dribbles, right? I'm aware of that. This has been a long podcast, but I've been away, and I think it's been nice to just get back in and just talk to you, mate. You know?
Yep.
You looking at your time there? Are you concerned? What's the
No,
matter?
something vibrated. I was like, what's that?
We've got presents. Jesus, that's heavier than I thought.
No sneezing, Cody.
Stop sneezing, dude. We're trying to talk. 1 present. 2 present. 3 present. Is that it?
Have you got any scissors?
We need some scissors.
The 3. We'll get you some scissors.
All right. Well, let's open these things. So it doesn't matter if we open them like in any order.
Just open the cunts.
Well, he's saying he's like, oh, this is related to this. I don't know if I need scissors for that.
The 2 that aren't in a box are somewhat related.
Okay, good. Well, we start with this one. Oh, Oh. 16 days in September.
That's it, bro. That's it.
That's it.
That's
Shout out
it.
to Luke Dixon.
Luke Dixon.
Luke
Sorry, I didn't even
Dixon,
fucking
you
read that.
fucking sick cunt. Mate, you are going to fucking finger yourself to this. It's unbelievable. Got to
We need a
rewind.
VCR.
We'll just get one online. He'd still sell them online, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Have to. Bro, I can't wait to rewind this.
Yeah, dude.
I can't wait to rewind this, bro. Look.
Yeah, it hasn't even been
It needs
rewound.
it needs rewinding.
Give me a look at that cassette, dude.
Dude, that's so sick.
Oi, Cody, have you ever seen one of these before?
Do you know what these are?
I actually do, mate. Come on.
How?
Do you actually?
They
You
were-
were born
I was-
fucking last year,
Dude,
mate.
look at this thing, though. I haven't held one of these for ages.
This is in good nick.
What are they called, Cody?
VCRs.
What's this called?
A videotape.
Cassette.
VHS?
Wasn't
VHS.
it cassette the
Well,
little
no,
one?
cassettes.
No,
Those are the little
video,
ones.
video cassette.
The
Video
song.
cassette. What a beautiful invention.
Dude, but look at this.
What a
It's-
smart cunt.
But it's so funny to look at this now, given that I can watch anything on my phone, and this
It is funny
this
to
used
look
be the
at, but it's
only
also
way-
it also feels right in my
It makes
hand.
me actually, on some level, like emotional and nostalgic for my childhood
How do you know they're not rewound?
because they're all the tapes there.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't
See all
remember.
the tapes at the
So
back.
it all starts
okay.
there and then plays.
See all the
and then-
tapes at the back.
I'm with you.
They're both not rewound.
No, which I like.
I like that.
We're going to sit in here and we're going to rewind.
I'm happy to
it.
rewind it.
I think this is the first one there, Edward.
I'm more than happy to rewind it.
Part 1.
16 days in September. Introduced by Ian Thorpe as well. We'll all remember, punters and dribblers, when one Antonio Samaranch said, "I'm proud and happy to proclaim that you have presented to the world the best Olympic Games ever."
Yeah.
That's not been said again, which would indicate what?
That Antonio is dead, but it also means that we've just done the greatest Olympics
Correct. It wasn't just the IOC's opinion. The memories of September 2000, when the youth of the world assembled in Sydney for the Millennium Games, will linger long. For Sydney 2000 didn't just receive universal acclaim, it was the games that restored the people's faith in the whole Olympic movement. The global entourage of 11,000 athletes from 200 nations were assembled in Sydney for sport's ultimate challenge, the quest for Olympic performance supremacy, and the medals that confirmed it, Tom. This commemorative program captures all the greatest achievements and performances of the Australian team, with every Australian medalist featured, winning gold, silver or bronze, Tom. From the glorious backdrop of Sydney Harbour, and none more glorious, for the first Olympic triathlon, to the focus on Torpedo, the biggest star in the pool, a 17-year-old with size 17 feet, who on the first night in the pool delivered the gold medal winning world record in the 400-metre freestyle. The Olympic pool proved so fast that no fewer than 14 world records were broken. That's a fast pool.
That's a fast fucking pool.
The track and field events at Stadium Australia featured the athlete under the most pressure in Sydney, undoubtedly, Kathy Freeman. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about there.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Pop that back in. I'm nervous about you knocking that off.
Australian supremacy.
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to fucking love this.
Dude,
it's
but-
so good.
What a time to be alive when that was just when if you're like 24 in Sydney during the Olympics, Jesus Christ, you were just out on the town.
Imagine fucking going to the cross every night after you've just seen Ian win more gold for the nation.
Yeah.
Fucking
Just fucking live your life.
hell. Who's that?
Tatiana Grigorieva. Please.
Dude, we could...
Oh, Eddie, this is related.
Yeah, I know what this is.
This is related.
I know what this is.
Holy shit. From Sam Carroll.
Do we order those hats?
Now, starts off with
Are they coasters?
4 Manly Seagulls. I almost bought coasters in Fiji, and I was like, we're not really a tropical office. But 4 Manly Seagulls coasters, which look like they haven't been cleaned ever. Look at that. That's a great start. And not the point of this fucking... What else has he got us here?
I can't wait to watch 16 Days in September.
Okay, he's also got some tits, so Eddie can join the Toddler Tits Club.
Awesome.
Oh.
Grow your own boobs. I'm not 100% sure.
Or you
what
put them
that
in
is.
water, probably.
Okay. Hi
Eddie-
there, Eddie Tom Toddler Totes.
Eddie's spelt wrong.
Yeah, it's spelt wrong here as well.
Why is that?
Because I think that's how. I think you spell Eddie wrong.
No.
No, I think that's what it is. Hey there,
When there's
Eddie.
supposed to be an I, put in a
Put in a
Y.
Y. It's a great point. Hey there, Eddie, Tom, Tobler, Totes. Spotted this a few weeks ago at the Newey Vintage Markets. Had to pick it up for you fellas. Can't have you talking about Olympics without some authentic 2000 Olympics kit. Would have got you to you sooner, but whoever runs the Hello Sport Facebook page must have had too many vegan gummies and left me on red asking what size. And Bulldogs Forever, Depro. Okay. Bang. Bang, 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 bang.
That's it. That's it.
Wow, dude.
That's it.
Look at that. Some cunts are trying to sell these for $3,000 online.
That's it. Look at that. That's
Just in a fucking...
that's beautiful.
What psychopath sent that to a fucking donation charity?
That's disgusting. Look at that. We had the best logo as well.
Oh, shit, yeah. We need more of these.
We need one more. And we need those hats.
We need the hats.
Where are the hats at?
No, not yet.
Did you order them?
Nah.
Why not?
Today.
Don't know.
So today's problem.
Don't know.
Which ones?
You know which ones?
You know which fucking hats.
Fuck yeah.
The hats we asked you to order before I went to Fiji.
Come on, mate.
Look at these shoulder things that you've got here, you know? Like, I don't even know what that's for. But you like to see it.
Train station can be found just to the left and probably about 200 metres down the road.
Yeah, where are the bathrooms?
Welcome to Sydney. Welcome to Sydney.
Look at that. Look on the art.
Welcome to Sydney.
Another great Australian fucking Bonds.
Yep.
Bonds. Of course, Bonds are on board.
Dude, imagine standing down at Bondi, okay? You were a volunteer in charge of the beach volleyball, okay? And you've got this on a beautiful day and Australia's about to win gold. Like, yeah. The world was such a better place back then. It just was.
Good, dude.
It just was.
Pre-9/11.
Pre-9/11.
Good.
The world was good, dude.
Manly was fucking premiers not 3 years or before, 4 years before. We just won a Rugby World Cup. Like
New South Wales was winning
New
Origin.
South Wales was...
What did we win in 2000?
I don't know, mate. I can't remember. I think
I don't
I
think
think it might have been the one where
No, I don't
fucking
think we
Brian
did.
Fletcher
Actually, I don't think
threw
we
a
did.
fucking...
I think we drew that series.
All right. Are you ready for this one?
Yep.
He spelt your name right.
Look at this. Look at this.
I know.
Look at the nick it's in.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, Nick. Phenomenal. Who's this from?
I'm going to... Fuck, dude. Like, if it rains, give a shit.
Well, it's raining today. We might have to go and put it through its
I'm going to go
paces.
put it... I'm going to go walk in the rain and see how it goes.
Well, I want to have a walk as well.
Yeah, okay, you can do
We'll
that.
both have to.
Okay.
From a Kelvin Cochran. You don't hear of many Kelvins. Tell you where I heard
Yeah,
of
the last time I heard of Kelvin
school
was
international
the temperature. You can have degrees, Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin, I think, is the third.
Kelvin, you measure the temperature of light.
There you go.
Go fuck yourself. Are you serious?
Deadly. It actually says Sydney 2000 on the...
I was today years old when I heard about Kelvins. I've never heard about fucking Kelvins in my life. I found when all the students from the Asian countries at school, you know, like they have like an English name.
Yep.
Kelvin was a go-to. Ricky.
Dude, look at these pockets.
Yeah, there's room
with
for
a little flap.
Yeah. That's
Bonds made this too.
Yeah, maybe I pointed that out like 10 seconds ago.
Which is an Australian brand.
Yeah, I said the exact same thing. Is that a boomerang in the logo?
So,
Opera House,
boomerang.
Maybe another boomerang, couple of boomerangs.
Don't know, but that's someone running.
No, I realise it doubles.
I don't reckon they would have gone double boomerangs.
Triple.
Well, no, because that's...
Well, no, because that's the red one's a boomerang. That could be a boomerang. That could be a...
I reckon this is something else.
Could be.
Is that the sun?
Listen, I don't know. Let's move on. Kelvin. With compliments, the gold dribbler. Shit. Now, that's a great start just to open a package and see that. I have no idea who this guy is. The gold dribbler. Previously referred to as Etch Tickle Me Blocker dribbler.
Look at him like a Cheshire cat smiling over there.
Yeah, he sent us the haunted Tickle Me Blocker
The
doll.
haunted Tickle Me Blocker. Okay.
That's nice. This is nice.
What are we looking at here, Edward?
I don't know.
This is set tight. This is a golf shirt. Oh, golf polos? Good day.
Good day, golf polos.
It's all in the hips. But there's a duck with a cricket bat on the front. I'm not mad. I am confused, but I'm not mad.
That's quite nice, isn't it?
Titleist. Good live tour. I'm going to give that to you, Eddie, as I still try and make sense. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, couple of little bloody bottles of tequila. What is going on here? This is just a gift package from the gods. Put that shirt down there. This cunt has gone all out, the gold dribbler. Golf gloves. Pro V1s. These would be, put a couple of these into a bush. That'd be
Well,
nice.
I intend to. I intend to drive them straight into the
a
fucking
bush.
water.
Dude, look at all this tequila.
Oh, very nice.
It's fucking good. Couple of FJs. Weather soft. Now, this shirt sizing could be a concern. That one that I just handed you looked absolutely tiny, but a 2XL for Tommy Burns. Might even be swimming.
Is this
on
just a gift day, is it?
I don't know what this
The
is.
weather
This is-
soft. Fuck, he's giving us some gifts.
He's given us some serious gifts.
We could wear them to the next
Hackers.
hacker.
We could. We'll have to get a few more made. Now, Eddie,
XXL.
we're not done yet. Oh, what are these? I'm going to let you open yours.
All right, what do we got?
For
You
the
ready?
most special of you. I don't know what the fuck that means.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, son.
Dude, we nailed that.
Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we?
We nailed that.
I almost broke it just as I opened it. Dude, look at these bobbleheads.
We have been due a couple of bobbleheads.
We have
mate.
been due a couple of bobbles. Wow, dude. This is sick. I don't want to go off early. These look like they're edible.
edible.
It looks like a cake. Shows you where I'm at. Can you eat this shit? Have you remember people saying you can
Yeah,
eat this
you can,
stuff?
you can.
I don't trust that.
I've eaten it.
So have I,
As a
but I'm
kid.
like, but I don't know what I was eating.
Look at that, dude. An Eddie Simpson. I've actually been wondering where my bobblehead was at.
Yeah, I know, because like Gurus getting them.
Look at, show me yours. Not bad.
Not bad. They've got our hair spot on.
Yeah.
Just fucking gorgeous hair.
Mine's probably a bit brown.
Well, it's way too brown. You know what my dad said to me yesterday?
What?
We're sitting at Mother's Day lunch, and he goes, mate, has something happened, or is Eddie like completely great? And I'm like, yeah, he's gone.
Pretty
He's gone.
much.
He's still trying to argue that it's like 60-40.
I've argued nothing.
60-40 in favour of dark brown, but it's like, I mean, everyone, the writing's on the wall. You look like Michael Jennings.
Low.
Hey, dude, you do.
You could have picked someone else.
Well, that's all right. Listen. He's got the grey hair.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The gold dribbler.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
That's really nice.
We'll send you something.
We'll send you some merch.
We'll send you some merch. Love your work.
This is nice. I don't know.
It's a big
Obviously-
improve from the Tickle Me blocker he sent
It's a big
first.
improve from the
It's a
Tickle Me
huge
block.
improve from the Tickle Me blocker.
But
I
it's
think
not
still
worthy,
haunts the studio.
unfortunately, of
Yeah.
higher honours if
To be
that
honest,
was the intention.
The haunted Tickle Me blocker is actually starting to become closer to Baggy Greenworthy than...
Mate, if someone sends us the Tickle Me blocker we want, they will get one.
they'll get one for sure.
not-
It's
I
that
mean,
easy.
In terms of like layup baggy greens, that's sitting there.
And like make it look like a Muppet. You know what I mean? How Muppets can...
We've talked about it.
I know, but
we've
it's just
talked
like-
talked about what we need. It's out there now. People
Now,
know.
where do these go? Do these go in set?
They go in set for
Like, just
sure.
on the either side of the rose, eh?
Definitely. Can you put that in? I'm just drowning in some stuff here.
This is actually as well, what's funny is this is Eddie. This is what he actually looks like after a fucking rugby league skinful, and he won't let you speak. His face and his head shakes.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you're not allowed to speak.
You're not allowed to speak.
until I'm done, and I'm never done.
And then he's never done. And then when you
I'm
think
never done
he's
until I
done,
go home.
you
can
start
talk,
talking, and then he spits in your face, and
Well,
then he keeps going.
Listen, you can talk when I'm dead. You know what I mean?
Or
That's
when you're sober.
Take your pick.
You give. This is Eddie after a single glass of tequila.
Thanks, bro.
We got to give him some merch, though. The great man, he deserves something. He sent a lot of prezzies. Lot of prezzies.
You can have. I tell you what, you can have, mate. You can have one of these jackets.
Yeah, Origin jackets.
Just tell us which one you want and what size you are. I think that's fucking.
That's more than fucking.
That's fucking.
That's
nice.
a good. That's very good.
All right, let's dribble.
Yeah, right.
The commentary was against us. Ashley Klein was against us. But the Dolphins reign supreme. Fins forever, Manly never.
Sweet.
Nice. Expected. Certainly expected.
Boys, just sitting here after fucked up another lead. Just fucking whatever. Turbo's done his fucking hammy. We can't defend for shit. Whatever. I don't need joy in my life anyway. But a loss on a Thursday fucking stings. It really does. I think only superseded by the loss on the 4 p.m. Sunday game where you've got the Sunday Blues. I'm not sure what's worse, but I'd say they're probably the top two. This loss from Manly fucking stings, hurts the season. I'm not happy. But having it done on a Thursday, ruining my weekend, also fucking hurts a lot. Anyway, interested in your thoughts on what time slot worse to lose in. The loss is never good, but some are worse than others. All right, see you soon. Bye.
Thursday is bad, but then and Sunday's bad because if you're scat and hung and it fucking is an awful sort of bow on the weekend. But also a Saturday 3 p.m. just before you want to go out and live your life. Like starting the week, like is your Saturday off poorly?
None of them are good.
No, because you could argue Friday 6 p.m. is bad because you want to go out, and then Friday.
No,
Friday.
Friday, no. Friday, you're already on the piss generally. And
doesn't mean anything. It means you're still fucking.
But
sad.
you're excited. You're already you're pumped. You can put that to the back of your mind and press on into the good night. Thursday fucks your whole weekend. Sunday makes you miserable when you go to bed. They're both bad, and I think they are the standout bad. It's always bad to lose a Saturday 3 p.m. game because it's a poo slinger and you're paying someone shit. Yep. And if you lose to them, it implies that you're worse than shit.
Yeah, or you're the shittest,
which is never good.
No.
So it's one of the three. 3 p.m. Saturday, Thursday night, or Sunday 4 p.m. They're awful.
Sunday 2 p.m. also similar in poo slinger nature. If you lose a Sunday 2 p.m., you're also
Sunday 2 p.m. actually worse because you've got longer to stew on it.
Yeah, you're a loser.
Useless cunts.
Okay.
We'll take that as a
comment.
Might have fucked that last one up, boys, but just got something to tell you. Who are we? We are the Dolphins from Ready. Fins up, rah, rah, rah. We just pumped you, ha, ha, ha. Fins forever, Manly never. Have a good week.
Sorry, bro, you're not from Redcliffe. You actually don't have a home. You're just a name, so that song is redundant.
Did he make that up?
No. It'd be for the Redcliffe Dolphins. His team is just the Dolphins.
True. So that's more of a Q Cup
Q
song.
Cup thing. We didn't play Q Cup on the weekend, bro. Sorry.
Q Cup song. Just on that, though, I think we can all agree, right, that was the fucking dumbest idea of all time.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid. Because everyone's just like,
we're going to appeal to a broader market.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Try less. Just do a little less. Tell you what, the Dolphins licking us on Instagram was actually pretty good. I respected that.
Yeah, but they're stateless.
Well, no, I know. They are no one.
They're homeless.
They're nothing. They're just like a.
They're the refugee of the comp.
Yeah, they are. But they definitely fucking.
They're stateless.
They got us.
Yeah, they got us, but they are stateless.
They are. Homeless.
Tom, Eddie, Tobbs and the tote bag. Boys, first time caller, long time listener. Really just wanted to jump on here to give an astounding review for Good Day. I was able to go to a good old-fashioned Thursday night rugby league football game. Now, because of Good Day, I was able to see more of the pitch than what Ashley Klein was. I honestly think that Manly need to have an absolute line put straight through them, fins up, Tommy playing Origin footy, never trade for chip and chase forever. Fins up.
That didn't seem to have much to do with Good Day at all.
No, it started off really nice, and then it just sort of trailed off, and it lost me a little bit. It was a Good Day review, but then it sort of turned.
That was disappointing. That was just mean. It was just mean and upsetting and nasty.
You're a bully, mate.
Nice.
You're a fucking bully.
Fuck you, bro.
Fuck you, cunt.
Right, boys, 50 here. Just coming off the back of episode 622, where Totes has said that he doesn't tip the Tigers every week, and he claims to be a Tigers supporter.
That's true.
Totes, mate, I'd just like to say, go and get fucked. If you're going to support a team, you fucking back them every week, all right? Now, I'm a Tigers supporter as well, and I don't think I've ever tipped against them. Maybe that's why I've never won a tipping comp. I don't know. Who's to know? I don't really know. I couldn't tell you. But, yeah, Tigers forever, Manly never. Fuck a lot of you.
Yep.
Explain yourself, tote bag.
I don't bet against the Tigers or anything. It's just tipping. It's not that deep.
What's the point? What's the difference?
Well, that guy, he summed it up, dude. He's never won a tipping comp, and that's why.
Right, but so you're putting then like personal glory ahead of your club because it's the club's not about you. It does
sound that way.
Yeah, like it's not about you. You know, what I mean, it's about the club, something bigger than yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure, I don't know.
It doesn't sound like you do know anything.
No, listen, he's you know what he is. He's like a fucking 22-year-old Gen whatever who just doesn't give a fuck about anything. You know what I mean? Except himself, it seems.
What am I going to do? Walk into a tipping comp with money on the line and then throw away 20 tips every year? Doesn't make sense.
You just said you don't bet against the Tigers, but clearly if there's money on the line, you do.
Yeah, you got me.
Wrecked.
Listen, I can appreciate that you're using your brain, but loyalty is thicker than water. So
it's about the heart, mate. It's about the heart, and you just don't seem to have it. Kid doesn't have it.
He's heartless, the kid. Just tote bags in there.
Wrecked, dude. Let's do one more. These have been fucking some of the greatest dribbles I've ever heard.
Like old school, but
yeah, all-time dribbles. These,
yeah, vintage.
G'day, boys. Just listening to Eddie's chat with Streety about commentating a rugby league game got me thinking, who would I want to commentate a rugby league game with? So I'm trying to think of really niche people or moments from any time, and I want you guys to do the same. Maybe 4 people in the box with you and 1 sideline commentator. The nicher, the better. So, for instance, mine, it would be me. I'd have Gus Gould, but when he's talking about Keith Galloway. I'd have Freddie before he came New South Wales coach. I'd have Rabs, but with the same hype as he does commentating Susie O'Neill in the 2000 when she broke the world record. If you haven't listened to it, I recommend you do. It is one of the all-time hype-up swimming races. And my sideline commentator, I'd have Billy Slater, but only reading bush poetry. That's mine. Obviously, you guys can be more or less niche with it, but that's just, if I could commentate a game, that's what it would be. And it would probably be, I'm a Storm fan, I wouldn't want to commentate a Storm game due to my unwavering bias. So if it had to be another game, it would probably be like a Broncos versus Roosters 1 week before Origin selections. That'd be my ideal game if I were to commentate one. But let me know what you guys think. See you at Magic Round. Dribbling forever.
That's as niche a fucking thing as a question I think I've ever heard.
Who would my commentary be?
Just that whole thing. That whole thing was just absurdly niche. I liked it, My sideline guy would be Streety, and it'd have to be a team that he because he knows nothing, right? And just hearing him fumble his way through and just to sort of make shit up on the fly. So you go down to Streety, mate, what's going on down there? What are you seeing? And then just getting him to just say whatever the fuck, he would be fantastic on the sideline.
He'd be elite.
Yeah,
best in class.
He'd be the best on the sideline. I think, look, Rabs would be cool, but then I'm is that too intimidating for me to be there with Rabs? Would I feel the burden of trying to impress him? Because he'd be a colour guy if Rabs is calling the game.
Was he saying that he would call the game with them, or is he saying that that's who he'd want?
It's with him.
Well, of course, but you want to sit next to the best.
You want to sit next to the best, but if I'm commentating with Rabs, do I want to do that?
Well, okay, you can sit next to Matt Thompson then instead.
Well, no, then obviously I'm going to...
No. If you're intimidated, sit next to Matt Thompson.
No, well, I won't be doing that.
Okay,
that's not on.
Right. So you want the best.
Well, then let's put Ray in there. Yep. Ray Rabbits Warrant.
Yep, that's what I thought.
To be honest, I still would also include Phil Gould.
Enjoy your Origin football.
Enjoy your Origin football, Phil Gould. But it'd be Ray and Phil bickering. It'd be the bickering when they go back and forth with each other.
But not all the time.
No, as in but not the whole, but that.
But there'd be bickering involved.
There'd be a lot of bickering between Rabs and Phil Gould. Streety on the sideline.
Yep.
Rabs and Phil bickering.
Us.
And then you and I, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
I think that's it.
That was very straightforward.
Yep. Streety essential though.
Yep. Well, I'm not doing it without Street.
I'm not doing it without Street.
It's Street then Ray in order of need.
Mate, I think it's Street. We have Streety and Jaft for our Origin stream.
Oh fuck yeah! God, I hope he says yes to my idea.
Surely, but also maybe not.
Who knows? But could you imagine sitting down for the live stream and that pops up?
Yeah. Yeah. That gets
mate. People are fucking put towels out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put towels out.
Sandbags even.
Put towels out. Good Lord. And tuck them up into the waistband.
Yep.
Anyway, that's us.
That's us. Love ya.
Bye-bye.
See you at Magic Round.
Could you two just not talk anymore?